Welcome to Menace and Man, episode 19. Stan, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. How about yourself?
Pretty good.
Dennis?
Stan, I have a confession to make.
What's the confession?
I lied to you.
About?
When I got in your car, you asked what I was drinking, and then you assumed it was a beer. And I said, yeah, it is a beer.
No, I didn't assume it was a beer.
You asked, are you drinking a beer?
No, I didn't. I said, what are you drinking? And you said it was a beer.
No. Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
100%.
We'll
100%.
We'll have to check the tapes.
Anyways. My memory is the tape.
You smoke weed.
And what episode did you say this was?
19.
Okay, 19. Menace and the Man, episode
You trying to catch me slipping, huh?
I'm just making sure you're good. Last week you were like 17, and it was 18.
Nah, I said 17 confidently, and I was wrong.
We just got to keep you on
Hey,
point.
listen,
You know?
I am a human being, okay?
This is true.
And when I fail or when I have faults, I own them. I step up to them.
This is true.
Unlike someone to my right.
What do you mean? I step up to my faults.
Yeah? Do you, Stan?
Mm-hmm. I don't.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I was late because of this. I lost my fight because of this.
Oh, that's where we're going?
Yeah.
Interesting. Good episode today.
She broke up with me because of this.
Oh, that's how it goes? Never.
Nothing you did, huh?
No, it's always things I do too. What do you mean? I don't make
Well,
racist
you don't let the Menace know about the things you did wrong.
I don't?
No.
Why, the Menace wants to know?
Yeah, because that's how we evolve. It's how we get better.
We talk about things. So you want to become my... well, we already talked about this. You're going to become my life coach and you want to be my therapist, right?
Yeah, dude.
You're going to come to my apartment. We're going to clean and shit.
Yeah, that thing...
A lot of clothes, right?
Just a lot of unorganized things.
Yeah, a lot of shit.
But we're going to fix these things.
Yeah. So what do we got going on today?
In terms of guests?
Yeah, do you see that shit with Conor McGregor?
I did.
Crazy, right? You saw that, Joe?
I heard he got so angry because nobody was subscribing to Menace and the Man.
What do you mean nobody?
Pardon me.
No.
People weren't?
Just the one guy. Just the one guy, apparently.
Yeah, that guy's a stupid idiot.
Just the one guy, apparently. He was talking something, how he didn't want to subscribe. Conor broke his phone, something like that. I don't know the legalities of it, but we'll see.
All hypothetical.
Yeah, all hypothetical. Are we going to get Jay Hieron on today?
See?
Ooh, I want to ask him some street fight stories. I know he's been in some fights with Phil before, and they've beaten some people up in the streets.
Together. Tag team?
Yeah, together, tag team. I'm pretty sure. I mean, don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I'm not going to quote you. Going back to Conor. So my plumber was over today. We're talking about, what went down. He got arrested. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
My plumber had a very, very, plausible, is that the word? Scenario in that Conor, because this happened at 5 o'clock in the morning, no?
Oh, I'm not sure. Was there...
That's what the plumber was saying.
I don't know.
At a hotel in Miami.
In Miami.
Now, Conor owns a house in Miami, I was told.
He moved. He actually apparently isn't training, from what I've heard, with Kavanaugh anymore, and he relocated to, I guess, Miami, or I thought it was Atlanta. I saw him training with actually the guy LaFleur fought, Rowan Carnero.
Okay.
And there were speculations that he might relocate to that area, like Atlanta or South Florida or something like that.
Yeah, but I was told he has a house in Miami.
Yeah, probably.
He's rich. So what are you doing at a hotel at 5 o'clock in the morning if you have a house in Miami? So my plumber was insinuating was that Conor got caught videotaped with another girl.
Oh yeah.
That's and
possible. That's
hey,
possible.
if you're your marriage on the line with this data getting out, you're gonna smash a phone.
Yeah.
Right? Yo, man, what are you recording? Nothing. Yo, let me see your phone. No. Give me that goddamn phone. Fucking touchdown spike.
Do you think there's video somewhere?
I heard there's video of the guy's phone getting smashed.
Where'd you hear that there is?
That's what I heard. I mean, also, I couldn't even tell you where I heard that. Could have been the plumber. I don't know.
Oh, so the plumber might be making shit up?
No. But I was like, damn, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what are you recording? There's nothing to see here.
Or if you heard the other big news story coming out of Miami recently,
Which one?
the Goodell one.
Roger Goodell? Mm-hmm. What, did he just find him hookers?
Yeah. So what if it was like that?
I don't know. Would Conor be paying for high-price escorts?
Yeah, sure.
Or would dime pieces be throwing themselves at Conor?
Scenario-
Models and whatnot.
Either scenario is plausible.
Either scenario.
Well,
is
because
plausible.
here, you're a high-end celebrity, right? Mm-hmm. You don't want someone thinking they have a chance with you. So if you're paying for it and it's a business,
And you're paying for their silence then, in that case.
right?
Well, he's got some other shit going on too. I'm sure you've seen that. He has like baby mama drama in England or Ireland. He has a girl who apparently he knocked up, and she's like posting like that she wants a paternity. I think he actually might have a court order paternity test. Check that out, Joe. Does he? Is that why you're nodding your head, or?
I heard this too.
Yeah, something like that. So
Thanks.
he's got some problems. I think fighting solves problems. So he just needs to get back to fighting. No, I'm not saying go and beat up the people that he's having problems. You know, go smack up your baby mom. No, I'm saying you go and fight, and then you can pay off all these problems and all these situations. But right now, he's just burning through that Floyd money. But I guess Proper 12 apparently is doing really good.
Apparently he was cracking jokes about it. He's
Who?
mocking it. Connor.
Is he?
Yeah, I don't think he's taking this very seriously. At least the .uk, .uk's, and .ira, and Ireland's.
What was his joke? What did he say?
Okay, so according to BJpenn.com,
What do we
well,
got?
we
Nothing?
have a lot of what the woman is saying. She says, "I don't want his money. I just want to prove he is Clodga's. I don't know, Clodagh's dad, and I'm not lying." Murray told Irish Mirror, "I'm still thinking I shouldn't do this. It is wrong. It has got to the point I'm living with my mom on my own with no job, with a baby. I'm struggling.
I
It's harder
mean,
than
so even there, you
I
wonder,
thought.
you never know what's true.
No, you don't.
So, because even like, I'm sure every star athlete, you know, has I remember that movie Major League? That's where I first heard of it. You ever see that movie Major League?
Wild Thing.
No, the girl, she talks to Tom Berenger's character, and she's like, you know, that one party we had, and the person showed up at the door, and it was a guy in a suit with a paternity test.
Oh dear Lord.
And then he's like, oh, come on, that was a hoax, you know? And that's like a thing in professional sports. Like superstar level athletes sometimes it's probably real, and they have kids out of wedlock and kids like, you know, that they don't know about and shit, but
It's plausible.
sometimes I'm sure it's fake. And it's girls like, you know, just saying things.
At present, these Conor McGregor reports are unconfirmed. Whatever the case, he doesn't seem too stressed about it. In fact, unless his phrasing was completely coincidental, he even seems to be cracking jokes about it, the requested paternity test. And it's a photo of him checking out some clipboard by some reputable doctor saying the results are in. And it turns out we are actually horses. Giddy up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I had girls telling me,
Yeah.
"Hey, you're the dad of this kid," because out of the guys, I guess she was banging, I was the.
I was waiting for you to chime in there. Yeah.
I was the best suited. Mm-hmm. That fit the.
Bill?
The look.
Dennis had the highest ceiling.
Yeah.
Easy.
Now, I mean, Conor McGregor, like, he's rich.
Huge ceiling.
Yeah.
Huge ceiling. Got a yacht. Owns a yacht.
Man.
Yeah. He's balling. So I'm sure she's not even the only one accusing him of something. She's just been the most high profile, I guess, where the story got a little bit of legs.
Yeah, Me Too is going to pick up on him.
Hopefully not. I don't think Conor's, but then again, it's like the thing Joe Rogan said. You got to be a crazy motherfucker to be the best in the world. And I'm not saying
Right.
Conor's the best in the world. He's one of them, I'm sure. But like John Jones, all these guys, they're fucking crazy. Who you calling here?
Hello?
At the tone, please record
What
your
the
message.
heck?
When you finish.
Yeah. What, was someone just calling you?
Trying to. All right. There's a probable chance that she was trying to call me at the same time.
Hello?
Carla Esparza, what's going on?
What up? Nothing much. Just leave me a voicemail on the other line.
Oh, are you? Welcome to Menace and the Man. Stan the Man here, Dennis the Menace Bermudez.
Carla, I think we tried to call each other at the exact same time because I called you and it went directly to voicemail. And I was like, what in tarnations? And then you're leaving me a voicemail.
Yeah, I was saying, sup, guy.
Yeah, I like that. So how is Cali right now? Talk to me.
Freaking, you know what's funny? I talked to someone on the East Coast this morning, and they were like, "Oh, it's 50 degrees. It's starting to warm up." I'm like, "It's 65 degrees out here." I'm like, I'm barely considering this warm.
Yeah,
Nice.
you're getting the hoodie out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's light jacket weather.
Yeah, me too. Now you probably look forward to that a little bit, right? Like, let me get this little. I just bought this little cute jacket. I'm a rock, you know.
Yeah. Nah, I got cuter tank tops. Up arm. So.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody in California likes when it's cold there. You move there for the warm weather. You live there for the warm weather.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start real quick. We'll talk a little fighting, then we'll get into way funner stuff or more fun. Right? That's the proper English.
Oh, okay.
You have a bout coming up, no?
Yeah, April 27th on the UFC Miami, aka UFC Fort Lauderdale card.
It's warm there.
Yeah, there you go. You got some warm weather there.
So you're going from warm to warmer, or same warmth? Would you say?
Warmer.
Probably same, but it'll be warmer by the time I get there, though, for sure.
So after the fight, are you gonna kick it in Miami for a little bit, or what?
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about going on a cruise right after next day. So.
Next day out of there, you're gonna take a cruise out of the port there, huh?
Yeah.
I like just solo, family, friends, significant other.
Well, there is a love interest.
Okay. I like this. So just you and the amigo.
Yep. Something like that.
Now, is this relatively? Because the Menace and the Man likes to know about the status of our guests, right? So you are now in a relationship.
No.
No.
No labels
I'm
yet.
not.
No labels yet.
No labels, or just for fun. He's a stud.
You know, honestly, it's kind of like I'd say a long distance thing, and we just started talking, and we just met for the first time recently, and I think we're just like, F it, why not? You know?
Is he funding the cruise?
I'm not asking him to, no.
Because that would be really cool if he was, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess if I was looking for a sugar daddy, but I'm an independent woman.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, I like that about you.
Where are you guys going?
I think we're going to Jamaica and Cozumel, and then somewhere else that I don't remember. But
You'll figure it out when you get there.
yeah, I haven't booked it yet. So.
Oh, so this is still in the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
But.
Because he could say the wrong thing in the next 2 hours. And you're like, you know what? Take that trip and shove it up your ass. All right? The Cookie Monster goes, no cruise.
Exactly. You know what's up, Dennis.
Yeah.
Where are you training at now?
I am at the same place I've been at for 13 years, Team Oyama.
Oh, still a Colin Oyama?
Team Oyama for your mama. Yes, sir.
Now, are you cross-training with other teams a lot? Do you guys have a lot of girls in that gym? Are you able to find bodies?
Yeah, we actually we have four girls. Me, yeah, we got like 5 girls right now that are fighting, so it's pretty solid.
You guys are over there just playing a lot of punch face, huh?
That's what you want to call it. Yeah.
I like calling sparring. I like playing punch face. I think that's a fun way to say it,
Yeah. I see a few girls. Are you training with Ashley Evans Smith on the regular?
They're best friends forever.
I know, but
BFF.
is Ashley training there? She trains with Oyama as well?
No, she trains at Black House. I go there once a week to train with Kenny Johnson for my wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So we do get to train, but not like every day.
Yeah.
She's mostly at Black House now. I'm actually with my other girl, Monique Cabrera, right now. She wrestled in college with us. She's hanging out at my place. Just stop by. Hey, what's up, Monique? What up, guy?
Yo, what up, Monique?
What's going on, Monique? Welcome to Menace and the Man, Monique. You're going to join this interview now as well. She just brought you in.
Oh, man.
So I originally met the Cookie Monster overseas. We went on a military tour to Spain Italy and was it Bulgaria?
Romania.
Romania.
No. Wait.
Romania,
Yeah,
yes, Romania. Was that not amazing or what?
It was freaking so amazing. We
Ah.
saw so many things. Every night was like 10-course meals, tours of the cities, like awesome people, like getting all these cool coins. Like that trip was freaking awesome.
Now, I recorded the whole thing. I still have to edit the video.
Menace Tube, right?
I know,
Menace
yeah.
Tube.
I'm gonna do that. That's my next video. I'm gonna put that together.
Wow,
And,
Carla Esparza is a fan of Menace Tube. There you go.
yeah. And she
Well, it would be if he posted it.
yes, yeah. Yeah, this is true. Well, it's been like 2 years now. Yeah.
Have you started any of that editing?
Negative.
All right, one day.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Tell-
The best part of it when Dennis was,
Uh-oh.
I want to get hit by a taser.
Ah.
He's like, all right, I'm ready. Ah!
Yeah. So we would do seminars, and on this tour, man, they would, whatever you want. So we're like eating like these gourmet meals, like, awesome steaks, and it was amazing, and then, the cocktails came with the dinner. So it wasn't on our dollar. So by the end of the dinner, we're like, woo, having a good time,
Yeah.
And the one guy, Joe, like, you guys want dessert? Like, duh. We like stop. We pull off somewhere, get dessert, and then we would meet these amazing people, and we were in Romania, and I was speaking with one of the like higher up generals, right, or something along those lines, right?
Yeah.
And
Like a colonel or something.
I don't know. I had a few, and I was like, you know what I want to do? And I know you guys have access. I would like to get tased. And he was like, he looked me in the eyes like, we could do that. I'm like, oh, really? And I'm like,
They
here's what.
totally called it.
Yeah, I was like, here's what I want to do. I'm going to have my back to you. And I'm going to sprint in a yard, and then you're shoot me with a taser. He's like, whoa, we can't do that. And then, hey, Carla, I looked into it later on. I was speaking with someone, like, they said the reason why they couldn't do that probably was because when you get tased, like, hooks open up in your skin, and to get the taser out, it has to be, like, cut out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like a little surgery to get. So that was probably a lot of work for them, especially at, 3 o'clock in the morning?
So
Yeah,
what, was there
something
nobody
like that.
there to possibly do that? Like,
Well, no. So he's like, I'm going to stick you with a taser, not a tase gun. And so I'm like, all right. So, right? Remember, hang on. Carla, he took me in another room. Was like, listen, I made all the arrangements to set this up. Like, you're not backing out. I'm like, whoa. Like, get out of my goddamn face. Are you calling me a pussy? Like, I am not. I told you I'm going to do this. I just need to, like, take a deep breath and, like, kind of have it be on my terms here. He like tried to get me in a room, like kind of rushed me. I'm, whoa, easy. Like let's, So Gray held me, and the other homie. Why am I drawing a blank right now?
who went on this trip?
On this one, it was Gray, Carla, and Benson.
Yeah.
Benson was really. I mean, he was getting ready for a fight, right, Carla?
Yeah, he was like getting all his training sessions in every day though.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
training for a fight over there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, early in the fight,
But still, yeah.
Well, I really felt bad for him, and I know Carla did too, in that, like, we were crushing some sick, like, pastas, and, like, we were in Italy, dude.
Yeah. What
And
are you
this
gonna
dude
do?
had to, like, monitor how much he was eating. Right?
Yeah, they were like everything was like tapa style, like ordering 20 plates or like 10-course meals. Like the best one was like in Sicily, like farm to plate, like everything.
Yes. Was it within
was
7
within
miles, right?
7 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was phenomenal.
You can taste the
Wine.
difference in the pasta. It's, like, heavier, right?
Yeah, for sure. And the veggies were like so fresh. Like everything was so bomb.
Amazing. So Carla on the trip she was the foodie. She was taking pictures of all the plates. So on my phone I have, I don't know, hundreds of pictures of plates from Spain.
A bunch of food pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to do something with those too. Make a little scrapbook or something, like a little photo book.
Yeah, maybe in like 6 years they'll get to it.
Nice. The monster's on.
Yeah. So
I like that.
Carla's known you as a slacker a little bit?
No, I just
Calling him out.
admitted it, and she picked up on it. She's like, "Oh, got him,
Yeah.
got him."
But not. Have you ever trained with Carla? Or Carla, like you?
Yeah, we drilled in one of the sessions.
Did we ever get a roll in? I don't remember.
A very little one.
That's what I was
I feel
gutting
like
to
we
too.
got
Yeah.
one in, like we wrestled a little
Yeah.
bit.
Dennis
Dude,
usually
she
won't
was
grapple with
coming-
girls.
Actually.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
And I was just letting her like get deep on shots, and then give her like a good look to try and get out, you know. But I also outweigh her by
Letting me. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well, no, hang on. I remember. So going back to Benson, he was getting ready for a fight, and we had a rough night the night before, right? And he asked me, "Hey, yo, Dennis, can you drill with me?" I'm like, "All right, cool." And you want to do 2 and 2s, and in California that's like 2 takedowns, and then you do 2 takedowns. I do, back and forth.
Yeah.
And he really started picking up the pace on me and letting me up by like my head and such, and a really hard workout. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I'm out of breath. I'm like, God damn it, Benson. I'm struggling from last night, and you're hurting me here. And some of the troops are watching, so I had to like show up a little bit. So I did like 45 minutes with him. Like, all right, that's good, right? You good? All right, good, because I'm done.
Yeah. All you guys were rolling with all the like the troops. Like that was pretty cool. You guys would like get some work in with all the guys like every session.
You
pretty
did
much.
too, no?
Yeah, mostly with like the girls or smaller people. 'Cause
Okay.
I wasn't trying to have some like 200
Right.
pound guy trying to show that he could beat me up. You
Yeah.
know?
So we do the seminar, and like the last about 15 minutes, half hour, we would roll with the troops and just kind of do a little jiu-jitsu or whatever. So Carl had to yoke a few dudes up.
No, yeah, I heard the one story where you wrestled the one guy. Did you have that experience when you guys were overseas there? Did you have any guys that tried to test you guys?
No. We didn't party with any of the troops on that. Just like a couple of generals and stuff like that at a dinner.
Well,
But-
like there's that one famous video where Carlos Condit and the guy. You ever see that one?
No.
Where they sent Carlos Condit on an overseas trip, and the guy and him spar, and Carlos Condit's like, you hit me as hard as you want me to go. And the guy starts like, knew how to box. He hit Carlos Condit with a good punch. So Carlos Condit's like, all right, and Carlos Condit like ices him with like a beautiful combination. Like I think he head kicks him and then hits him with like a punch, and like lays him,
They have gloves on?
Yeah. Carlos Condit like seats the dude down. The dude was out cold, like not out cold, but like out of it, sitting up in the
Yeah.
corner,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Carla one time, we would kind of rotate who did what in the seminar. So maybe Carla warmed them up, I would teach a technique, someone else do a technique, and then someone else would do a cool down. And every seminar we changed up. And Carla on this day we also didn't have a lot of stuff. What was it? Was it a Navy base with a blue basketball court?
Which one? Which country?
I don't know what country
The
it
Navy
is.
base was Romania. The Navy base was Romania because they were having like a Navy holiday out there.
Right.
Remember?
And I
Yeah.
remember looking over with Gray, like, dude, look what she's doing to them. She was torturing these guys. Like, all right, piggyback rides, fucking shoulder carries, the whole nine. I was like, God damn.
Everyday wrestling practice. Pretty much your typical wrestling practice.
Hang on, but for the warm up.
Bro, wrestling practices are hard though. Are you still working on your wrestling, Carla?
Oh, of course.
How often are you
Got
training
to,
it a
you know?
week?
Honestly, right now I'm only training it one time, like just pure wrestling, and then, in jiu-jitsu, like you add it in, or you might drill it. Like I drilled last night, so this week will be 2, and then in MMA, you incorporate everything. So I take my shots in and everything,
Yeah. Big fans of wrestling here at the show. We have Dennis, obviously, a D1 wrestler, so we're
Yeah.
always trying to
Yeah.
get into people and seeing if they're wrestling, because I feel like wrestling is really that element in MMA that you need. You got to keep it sharp.
So Carla, your Instagram name is Carla Esparza 1. Why?
Should I give the real reason or the Dennis Bermudez fucking name,
Both.
the cool reason?
Both. Both.
All right, so me and Dennis were having this conversation, and he's like, oh, why is your name Carla Esparza? When I was like, oh, because Carla Esparza was taken, and one was like the next one up. And he's like, oh, I thought it was because, you were like the first Invicta champ, the first UFC champ, something like that. I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah. That's what it is. That's the reason. Like,
But
that makes me sound way more cool, so I'm gonna go with that one.
that's what you tell everyone from now on, right?
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
You heard it
Thank
here
you
first.
for that, Dennis.
Yeah, that's what I'm always trying to make. I'm trying to make Stan cooler. It's hard, but I'm working on it. But look what we did with your username. Fucking knock that thing out of the goddamn park.
Heck yeah. Wicked awesome. That's like an East Coast thing, right?
Not here.
Boston.
Yeah, Boston, not here.
Oh.
Yeah. Stan hates people from Boston.
No, I don't. I like people from Boston.
I don't know.
I don't like Red Sox fans, if that's what you were getting at.
Boston.
That's where I was going with. I don't even like baseball, so
I don't really like baseball either, but I'm a Yankee fan, if that makes sense.
No. Well, it makes sense because you're just representing New York, right?
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing over there, man?
Yeah, what are we doing, Monique?
Is she your roommate or?
So what had happened was, Dr. Kessler, OC Fight Doc, around the corner from my house is like the spot where all the fighters and the jiu-jitsu people go to get work done.
Okay.
And they were coming out, but they're in LA, so there's traffic. So they're like, we're on our way, we're gonna go there and we'll maybe stop by after, because I'm finished training today. And I was like, yeah, stop by. And then 20 minutes later, I hear a knock at my door. Hey, what's up? I'm like, hey. And her and her hubby just come and we're just chilling, just
I like
catching
that.
up,
So
Yeah, he
go on. Sorry.
I was gonna say he owns a jiu-jitsu gym and she's a wrestler, so we got like food and grappling and fighting and all that good stuff to talk about.
What kind of food?
What kind of food you like?
It's a
I
loaded
like
question, yeah.
Italian, Chinese, fucking
Oh, okay. Well,
Spanish.
my husband is known as Black Belt Recipes, and he's just getting done with his pizza kick, making like homemade pizza,
Ooh.
like sauce and everything. He has a gluten-free recipe. He has like a Wolfgang Puck recipe. It's just, I think Sunday you made a margarita pizza, right?
Yeah, they showed up here with these Greek yogurt parfaits with freaking drizzled almond, butter on it. I'm like, what the heck, you guys?
Cashews and chia seeds.
Yeah, it's like, I'm like, all right,
I like that. Was that a plug? Can we find his recipes and such somewhere?
Yeah, he has a couple of them on his Instagram. His Instagram is Jason Selva BJJ.
Okay.
He hasn't done an Instagram for the food yet. It's just because
work in progress, just like the Menace, just like Menace Tube. Menace Tube
Yeah.
and Black Belt Recipes, work in progress.
Yeah.
Not married at first.
Yeah. It all ties together,
Yeah, never-ending work in progress.
For sure.
Definitely. Grappling is what brought us all together, and just great things come out of it, like food and business and marriage and successes.
Yeah. So before we called you guys, we were touching on how we feel about the whole Conor incident the other night. You guys have anything to add to that, or where you guys think?
I didn't even read the article, but I read a couple of the comments. So what my understanding is that he was in Miami or something. There's some fan that was like getting up in his face with a camera, and he like got the camera and fucking smashed it. Or am I allowed to say the F word? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you can drop some.
What's your worst curse word?
Probably the F word. I don't
That's
know.
it?
Is there a worse one?
Oh, I don't know.
What's worse than that? Like the C word?
I mean, you tell me. What's your? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. They're all pretty up there. I would start like
All right,
rambling them off right now, but I don't want to
Do it.
sound like I'm like, fuck, bitch, cut, shit, slut. Like,
Wow.
that's all I got.
Those are pretty impressive. I'm with it. All right, so back to your story.
See, now I'm gonna be branded as a potty mouth. What's the worst one than that? You tell me.
Stan?
I don't know. She said all the worst ones. I don't know. I thought you're the one who said like there's a worse one. I thought fuck was
I
the
know
worst.
you made me seem like a freaking amateur. I'm like,
Well, I think it's all in the eye of the beholder, right?
Yeah, it's also how you say the curse and what the meaning of it was when you said it type thing.
Because I could be like, Stan, you're a dick. Or I'd be like, Stan, you're a fucking dick!
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Right? Those are two different things.
The one, it's like, yo, this guy's, they're cool with each other. The other one, it's like, whoa, this guy might be a dick. This guy might really be a dick.
like, hey, bitches, what's up?
Yeah.
Let's take some shots. Or like,
Let's just take some shots.
like you.
I feel like when a girl asks another girl, let's take shots, it's bitches before. Like, yo, what up, bitch? Let's get some shots. Fuck yeah. Living my best life. No, Stan?
What? Living my best life? Trying to.
I don't know. We got Carla over here, and you're like...
I'm looking up her bout. I'm looking up the her fight.
Who are you
that
fighting, Carla?
Let's go.
Livia Souza?
Yeah, fuck her.
I was going to say, let's go for this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Livia
No.
Renata Souza.
She seems nice.
She seems nice.
Yeah, she's actually super respectful in her posts. Like, she's like, oh, honored to be fighting, blah, blah, blah,
Right.
veteran. I'm like, okay, she seems super respectful and nice, and I don't have anything against her, I wish I did, so I could be like, what, girl? Like, you're whack. Like,
Yeah.
roast her,
Oh,
like,
you like getting a little hype for a
like
fight,
Ben
huh?
Askren, like, what's up? You didn't even place in the state tournament.
Boom, roasted.
Boom.
Boom, roasted.
Yeah. Ben's got me cracking up lately.
Right?
Yeah, he's on fire right now.
Oh, for sure.
We had Ben on the show before his fight, but we kept it like we were pretty serious, right? He wasn't being too funny.
No, he tried.
Lame.
He was saying how Colby and Usman they're so stupid. They make it so easy for him. He's like, they just set me up. He's like, it's not even hard, He was saying
Right.
shit like that. But
Right.
yeah, he was definitely going in on them. But what do you got now? You're good friends with Jessica Penne as well, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think so.
Oh, I'm just checking. Well, I was just
Whoa,
looking at the
all
bout
right.
sheet, and you and her are going to be on the same card
We
here.
were really good friends for like quite a while, but I mean, I like at this last fight, like she didn't make weight, and then she hurt her ankle, so she didn't get to fight.
Oh, she
And,
didn't make weight?
No, she missed weight by like a couple pounds, I think.
She's a 105 pounder though, no?
Yeah.
2.5.
Well, she used to be. I think she missed it by like 2.5 or 3 pounds or
Yikes.
something like that. Yeah, no, it was kind of surprising because when I'm like, I was like talking about bringing the 105 division and she was behind it, and she reposted and, I
Yeah.
appreciated that. And I was like, hell yeah, but I, at this point, I don't even know. Even 115 is, obviously like.
Now,
So-
when it's that time of the month, is it harder to make weight?
I mean,
In your
personally,
opinion.
I've never had an issue. I can't speak on other people's bodies, but like, I mean, for me, it's just like, you know what's up. You're a wrestler. You just make the weight. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Now, I mean, on the same token, like you're kind of losing weight when it's time of the month, no? Right?
No, I mean, some people supposedly like bloat or whatever. I don't know. We got another wrestler here. Female wrestler. What?
Let's hear her
Do you have
take.
issues?
My personal experience. Well, I know how my body is. So, a week to 2 weeks prior to my period, I know I bloat or I retain water anywhere from 5 to 7 pounds. But I've been coaching girls wrestling since 2010, and even women's wrestling. I noticed that just depending on their body types and how much they drink water on a regular basis also affects their water retention when the period begins. So yeah, you're losing nutrients and you're losing water when you are working out and you're on your period, but you tend to retain water a little bit more because your body's already depleting, so it's trying to like play kind of like a catch up.
Got you.
And I've experienced that. So I have some girls that, or some women that do start their period and they're perfectly fine, they're on track, everything like that. And then I have some because they deplete their bodies with water, and I used to be that way, and it was so much harder for them to make weight. But kind of like what Carla says, like, you're a wrestler, like, you should already know.
You just figured it
Yeah,
out.
and I mean, if you know how your body is, you kind of gotta plan ahead. Like, even if I don't, like I said, that doesn't happen to me. I know like some people even have cravings. So I'm like, if you're sitting here craving chocolate and you're eating like a piece of cake and you're not making weight, it's like, is it because you're bloating or is it because like
You're an
you're not
idiot.
being disciplined?
Right.
You're having cravings. Yeah. So I mean, I think it's a combination of the both. But like, if you're a professional, you know what I mean? Like, you do what you gotta do. You plan ahead. You're like, this might happen. Like, you know, get down.
Yeah, I know she hurt her ankle. I didn't know she missed weight.
Yeah, exactly. The fight was still going to be on. She was fighting Jody Escobar. I think they're going to be fighting on the Florida card with me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying that they're rebooked, and that's why I was asking if you guys were still friends.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I talked to her like not too long ago, and we're okay. I mean, ever since we fought, like I don't know, like
On the show.
Or maybe it's because she moved far away. Like she moved to San Diego. Like I don't really know. I mean, we're definitely not as close as we used to be for whatever reason. And like, I saw her at the fights. I don't know if she was just upset because maybe like, you know, being out on the fight.
Yeah, I think that's like, probably it.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so because, you know, Jessica's always been a really good friend to me and I really like her. And,
yeah,
you know, so, I mean, I hope we're cool.
I talked to her the Monday after her fight and she was just like, this sucks. Not only did I make weight, but I had a freak accident. Like... So a little backstory is that Carla was one of my bridesmaids at my wedding, and so was Jessica Penny and Ashley Smith.
Oh.
So, yeah, she was just really devastated because I know she's been out for like over a year, like over almost 2 years, right?
Oh yeah, because she got popped for that USADA biological passport thing, where they for whatever. It's weird. I never heard of anybody else getting caught by that either.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about, but it doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I just know she got suspended by USADA.
Like she got USADA caught her, and like with the biological passport, it's like I don't know, something like they can, if your testosterone or something in your like blood, DHEA, if the levels are all skewed, like to where it couldn't be natural, then they'll pop you. You know, something like that.
So she didn't actually have a drug in her system, but her like test results like, no, this doesn't add up. There's no possible way naturally this could have happened.
Yeah, something like that.
That's what they're saying, but she even turned in all like her supplements that she was taking, you know, and
right.
I don't know. It's DHEA. So you got popped for, so.
Oh, see, I don't even know all of it, but long story short, I hope we're still friends. I've always loved Jessica, and we're on the same card.
Yeah.
So I saw her. Maybe I'm hoping she was just like not in the best mood, like after everything that happened, because she sat like right by me. I even given her like 2 extra tickets, but I don't think she knew I had given them to her at the fights too. For her people. So I'm like, I hope we're cool.
Yeah, I'll put a lot of money because she's like, she openly like announces on Instagram that she's a bitch and shit like that, and like, fuck you, you don't like me, it's because I like it, you know, shit like that. And I'm like,
it might have just been like a case of resting
bitch face
or something.
Yeah, and then I like it. I'm like, yeah, just keep telling them, you know. So like,
her type of personality. It's just her type of personality. She's really closed off.
Yeah.
And she needs to trust you before she's gonna like open up to you. So obviously she trusts you.
She was always nice to me though.
She's always nice to me too.
So maybe it's a guy thing.
Oh no. She fucks with the Menace. We're buds.
Oh,
no, I know you guys are. You guys were tight even when I met you for the first time in UFC Sacramento when we were all guest fighters. Like,
in LA.
You guys were tight and hanging out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great time. We did a photo shoot of like act like we're crashing a golf cart, like driving in. Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. We'll have to use that for her picture.
Photo shoot? Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
It was like the best day of my life.
That was cool.
All right, well, Carla Esparza, we want to thank you for joining us. Where can our following find you and Monique? Let the following know.
Wait, what?
Where can the following find you guys? You and what was your friend's name again?
On your social media.
Oh, my girl, what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Coach Mo Money.
Coach Mo Money.
Coach Mo Money.
And then me, you guys already know Carla Esparza 1 because I was the first.
Yes. And then, you know what? Jay, shout out. I know Jay. Is he still there?
Yeah,
Jason, shout out.
Selva Mixed Martial Arts. SelvaBJJ.com.
SelvaBJJ.com.
Bet. Shake it back.
Well, Carla, maybe we'll get you back on after this win. Good luck April 27th.
Yeah, call us from the fucking cruise, dude.
All right. Hopefully on a victory cruise.
Yeah, I want you like fucking drunk on mojitos, like, hey guys, it's me, Esparza won. I'm not. Listen, I'm like feeling good, but I'm not drunk. Like I swear. Yeah, that's what I want.
Shoot. Thank you guys for talking. I'm sorry we didn't get more official serious fight stuff in, but
Hang on, that's what Menace and Man's about.
That's what we're going for.
all right, I'll be watching.
Yes,
I'll be watching out. For
real
Menace
quick,
Tube.
I'm gonna hold you for one more second. You don't look forward to serious fucking. Hey, how you gonna win this fight? What do you think of your opponent? Like, fuck off. Right? I want to know what you're drinking. Like, fucking people you beat up. You're freaking married. You getting married. You're single. You're fucking on Tinder.
Ooh,
I want to know all
even
these things.
her. We didn't go there. I'd imagine Carla Esparza has been in a street fight with a bitch before.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
You want to
imagine.
go there now, or you want to
That's
go there
a
later?
whole other episode.
Okay.
Yeah, oh, so there's been some
Okay.
street fights with Carla Esparza. Yeah, so we'll get that next time. We'll definitely get you back on, Carla. We appreciate you for joining us. And
Thank you guys.
thank you again.
Bye, Carla. Until next time.
Bye.
Stay awesome.
I like
Carla.
Carla Esparza.
Yeah, she's a good egg.
You know, it's like you forget sometimes what people have done in their careers. I forgot she was the first Invicta champion, the first UFC champion. I should have introduced her as such.
In terms of moving around with her, she's a very hard head. Like, I thought my head is pretty hard. But the thing is, like, she was, like, just trying to get in there. Like,
Why, you guys headbutted?
yeah, because I feel like there's a little bit of fat between my head. Her head's, like, just skull, and it's hard.
Yeah. And she caught you with a headbutt?
Well,
Is that
no,
what
she
you're trying to
didn't
say?
get, like, she'd give zero fucks. Like, it wasn't like, let me just, work in here. Like, she was coming in hard. Like, yikes. Like, stiff arms, stay out there.
Yeah. She's a beast wrestler.
Yeah, she's solid. She is.
I almost wanted to get into that, and you segued somewhere else.
Sorry.
I wanted to ask her when she started wrestling.
Yeah.
Because it's always interesting when you see a girl who wound up, when it doesn't say her age when she started wrestling. But then, she was like an All-American. It's like, how many women wrestle in high school or college? So, if you're an All-American, how big is that tournament?
You're an All-American?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a qualifier to even get into the tournament.
Well, I'm saying, is women's as big as men's? Obviously not.
Yeah, no chance.
Yeah, I wanted to ask her
Oh.
how big the tournaments were. Shit like that. We'll ask that question next time. We'll also I want to ask Kat Zingano those questions too, because I know she was a wrestler.
Ask who?
Kat Zingano.
Oh, yeah.
I think those stories are funny. Like, I remember I went to a Naga once and I saw a couple Nagas. I've seen it a few times, but one time in particular, a girl tapped out a guy, like in like the advanced division.
Shut up, Stan. I'm on the horn right now. My boy, Jay Hieron.
What up?
What up, fam?
It's cracking.
Jay Hieron, what's going on? Welcome to Menace and the Man.
Good, man. Happy to be on.
Jay, do you know Stan?
No, not
No?
really. We've met
What's that?
casually in like passing.
All right. No, my homie Stan, he's been around the gym for a minute, and I know, you guys are both all over Long Island or used to be. So what up, dog?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm still in Long Island. Next place. I'm still out there, back and forth, West Coast, East Coast.
Oh, where you at now? I was under the impression I thought he moved out west now. I thought he was into the acting.
You guys sound low, man. Could you put the volume up or something? You sound far away.
Huh.
Sorry.
How about now?
Yeah, go.
All right, good.
Go
All right,
Yeah,
good.
I was saying, I thought you lived in California now. I thought you were getting into the acting game.
Yeah, I do. I live in Vegas. I'm in L.A. and back in New York as well. I'm all over, man.
You got 3
Rough.
spots?
Well, I got my house in Vegas. I know my boy lives in L.A.
Okay.
and I got a little studio apartment in New York. So
Oh, damn.
yeah,
That's what's up.
working it, brother, working it.
So the thing is, we've been playing a little bit of phone tag, trying to get you on the show because you're still training.
Oh yeah, just finished sparring right now. Yeah, bro.
I mean,
Oh yeah, it's in the blood. It's in the blood. I didn't retire because I didn't like to fight or train. You know, just on a business standpoint. That's why.
Yeah.
But I still love it, man. I still love to train. I still love to get in there. Of course, I don't got, you know, the speed I used to have, and just I'm not in fight shape like I used to be. But you know, I get in there, move around a little bit, stay in shape, and yeah.
So how long have you been retired now?
Wow. Since my last fight was Tyron Woodley, and that was 2013.
Damn.
Oh, so
So-
a minute.
Yeah, a minute, man.
So how do you feel about his performance against Usman?
Oh man, you know he, you know, it wasn't his night. It was Usman's night. Usman looked sharp. I mean, he was ready.
Yeah.
You know, it just looked like he was totally dialed in. And I know Woodley has a lot of stuff going on outside of fighting, which, you know, it's kind of hard. You know, people ask me, how'd you get into, you know, acting stunt stuff? I mean, I kind of was dipping and dabbing with it when I was a professional fighter. But I mean, it's so hard to have something else going on while you're in the fight business. You know, you need to give fight business your full attention, because it's just, you know, it's just, that's what it takes of you.
Right.
But yeah, I think he has a lot of stuff going on outside of the fight game, and you know, again, the other guy was just hungry and ready for that opportunity, and you know, he did his thing.
Yeah, and then another guy you fought, Ben Askren. What do you think about him in the UFC?
Man, I thought he, you know, I was at the fight live from where I was. I thought Robbie went out for a second.
Right.
But, you know, then the replay I saw, he did a thumbs up, and I don't know. But, I mean, man, you know, that's a comeback. I mean, I couldn't take nothing away from him. He was getting, you know, all I seen was curly hair swinging all over the place, his head fucking moving back. I mean, he was getting that beat.
Right.
But he's tough. I fought the guy. I mean, it was, you know, he was definitely tough. I mean, you know, he has some awkward strength, and in weird positions, he's very strong, which, you know, was kind of surprising when I fought him.
Yeah, because a lot of
But,
people.
I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, you know, Ben Askren hasn't been challenged yet, and you know, me and my boy here were like, bro, did you see him fight our homie Jay? Like,
Yeah.
that was a tough bout,
I mean, yeah,
man.
I
It
mean,
was back and forth.
I definitely thought I won the fight. It was more of a, you know, I was definitely fought in his backyard, in his hometown.
Right.
I thought I pulled it off. It was close, but I thought I pulled it off. You know, what I really remember about it, they were booing me coming into the fight. You know, pretty much damn near throwing stuff at me.
Right.
But when I left, they were all cheering for me, so that was pretty cool. You know, kind of win the crowd over. But, I mean, again, you know, take nothing away from him. He's a tough guy. You know, but he's definitely going to get tested in the UFC.
For sure.
You know, yeah. I think he'll beat like a Darren Till, though. You know, I think they're going at it back and forth. You know, I mean, of course, if it stays on his feet, Till could put him out. But man, that guy's so relentless on his wrestling. He'll do anything in his power to get you down on the ground, and then it's you know, it's a rough night for him.
Yeah. I
His opponent.
think Ben can beat anybody in the division, but the fight has to go ideally his way.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know,
right,
he's got to take the guy down and drown him. You know.
yes and no.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's just that, again, guys are elite in this
Right.
in the UFC. I just don't know if he's going to be able to, you know, even if he does finally get a guy down, you know, now you got to keep him there.
Right.
And a
Robbie
guy
got
with,
up.
Yeah,
For a
Robbie
second.
got up, and a guy with just really good takedown defense, you know, that pops right back up you know, and has got great grid stand-up is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
he seems like he does have a good chin, though. Askren. People can't take that away from him. Like, who else is going to hit him that hard? As hard as Robbie Lawler hit him.
Yeah, he took a beat.
Yeah. No, Jay hit him fucking
goddamn,
pretty
bro.
hard too.
But you know what I mean. Like, right now, yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, but shit, right off the gate, Robbie throws them bombs. He let them. He was throwing grenades on them.
Right. This dude was. I saw him kind of, you know, trying to find Robbie. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Well, that's what he said. He said the whole time Robbie was clubbing him in the face, he just kept saying, grab the wrist, grab the wrist, grab the wrist, grab the wrist. And then he finally got hit in the face and then grabbed the wrist and went, oh, I got him now, you know?
Yeah.
So, Jay, let's start from the get-go a little bit. Let's build a little profile on you here on Menace and the Man. You're originally from Long Island, no?
Yep.
Where?
Freeport, New York. Born in Brooklyn, Coney Island. Raised in Freeport, New York. Freeport, Long Island. Went to high school, Freeport High School. Moved away right out of high school. My coach, Terry Hayes, great coach out there. You know, if it wasn't him and Russ Sullivan, actually, them dudes were like father figures to me. They kept me on the, on the straight and narrow, even though I got in trouble.
And they got you into wrestling.
Yeah, they got me, they kept me in wrestling. Actually,
Got you.
I went down just to be able to, figure out something. I was a skinny kid, so I wanted to find something to protect myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, wrestling's free. It's right here after school. And then I joined, and then, I kind of fell in love with it. And then, just threw myself into it. And, it was great. It turned me into a man.
Yeah, because backing up a little bit, like, what is it about those parts that these young guys get stuck in this, like, trap, would you say? Like, if you didn't get into wrestling, like, what would you would have fallen into, like, slinging?
It's hard. It's, how you brought up, you're kind of a product of your environment.
Right.
People say, well, you could break it. People break the mold. Yeah, you can, but it's just, it's very hard when you see, what you see is kind of what you're attracted to and what you're seeing in front of your house or in front of your building, wherever you're from. And,
right.
If that's what you're seeing every day, people doing crime, it's kind of, you gravitate towards that.
And he's got this car because of this, and
the nice cars and the money and the girls, you kind of gravitate towards that. So it's very hard. That's why I always say, man, people with kids, put your kids in sports. I mean,
right.
If it does anything for them, it could teach them discipline, and it's great. You know what I mean? It keeps them focused. It keeps them in school because you got to have a certain grade point average to stay on the team. And if they fall in love with sports, they're going to do anything they can to stay, with their GPA up and stay eligible to compete on whatever sport they play.
Right.
So, yeah, that's me. That's my life. That saved my life was getting into wrestling. I mean, because I fucked around, man. I was on the street fucking around and getting in trouble. And
yeah.
But I always knew, like, I got to, get everything, even my coaches would have been like, no, you can't wrestle until you get everything straightened out or,
And was your dad around? Was it just your mom raising you?
Yeah, my dad wasn't around at the point, so, the coaches, again, they were like father figures.
Right.
I went, my mother and pops went through a divorce and, so we moved away and, he was still there, but he wasn't, pretty much in my life at that point. But, that's what, you're finding yourself still at that age too. In, junior high school, you're finding out who you are.
Right.
And, I went down the wrong path, but thankfully, I got into sports and, I just threw myself into it.
And what was it? It was
and
probably
I still
just
found trouble.
Right. But it was
I'm not perfect.
Yeah, it was the competition for you, right? You like competing and shit like that. That kept you in the, I lost, man. I got to do more to get better so that doesn't happen again.
Yeah. It was just, the losses made me train harder just to get better and do anything I could. And
right. You can't be out, fucking around late at night when you got to wake up early and run and do that shit.
Exactly.
Got you.
And you got to pass your classes and you got to, you got to do everything.
Did you take anybody with you when you kind of decided to make that, like, were there some dudes you were hanging out with that were kind of fucking around? You're like, yo, dog, let's...
Yeah, well, when one of my buddies going into high school, that's why we joined. We were, we was, getting, we were getting chased around and beat up, and we're like, yo, we tired of this. We're gonna, So I started boxing at first, actually. And at that time, it was my sister's boyfriend. She's older than me. My sister's boyfriend was taking me because he went to a boxing gym. And, of course, I was only, 12, 13 at the time. I couldn't drive or anything. And the gym was it was in Westbury, the boxing gym in Westbury.
Oh, okay.
He took me to a few times. So you know how it goes. I mean, I don't know what happened with them at the time. It was a long time ago, but they ended up breaking up. So they was the gym for me, the boxing gym anyway. So I was going into high school, and I found that they had wrestling, I always saw that movie. What was the movie with the shoot carrying up
Vision
the
Quest?
Yeah.
Vision Quest, yeah. So I was like, man, if anything, I could slam somebody if they're, trying to,
Right.
rough me up or jump me. I could get, somebody and slam them. So that was my mind frame. My mind frame wasn't even, competition, winning, tournaments and all that. My mind frame was, you know what, I'm going to learn, how to wrestle just to defend myself.
Right.
So I didn't even have expectations going into it. All I wanted to do was, it's here, it's after school. I could go right from school, walk downstairs to the wrestling room, and just, learn.
So while you're
So I did
focusing,
that, and-
yeah. So while you're focusing on like sports and stuff like that, was there anybody that was like, "Yo, man, we need you back over here," trying to drag you back into the streets?
Yeah, but I mean, all my boys were doing,
Or they respected what you were doing?
They were into the street life. I mean, yeah, but I kind of was, I joined again. Like I said earlier, I was saying that I joined with a buddy of mine that we were both into, messing around. He ended up quitting, and I just stayed with it. I stayed with it, and once I got into it, I mean, nothing was gonna, mess with my focus. I don't care what anybody was doing. Again, after the season, we had Terry Hayes at the time and so on. They would keep us in freestyle wrestling. And,
Yeah.
that's how I really got good. But there was there's a little time off, and I would still mess around.
Right.
I remember getting my first call when I was like 15, man. And I was messing around, missing practice and stuff. But, I would always get back to it. I would always,
Right.
all right, I got to buckle down and get back on it, whether it be my grades or, just competition coming up. All right, I got to get in shape and, take it serious.
Was that your only sport? Was just wrestling and like a little bit of boxing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
And then
that's
you
it.
wrestled
I mean,
and freestyle and shit. So that's all spring
Yeah.
too.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Any
I was a
wrestling
small
camps during
kid.
the summer or no?
Yeah, I did all
Okay.
of them. The Rand brothers, they had one.
Yep.
Tom Ryan had one when I
Yep.
was in high school. I did that. Yeah, I mean, I was fully into it when I was all the cadet nationals and state.
You're out in Fargo trading
Greco-Roman.
singlets.
Yeah, Greco-Roman. I did all that. I went to the cadet nationals. I was wrestling, man. That was the first time it took me on travel. I'd never been outside of New York.
Right.
I started wrestling, man. I started traveling, going up to Rochester and
Yep.
Empire State Games and the
Yep.
Cadet Nationals.
Yo, remember the Empire States Games? That was dope.
Yeah.
You would do a
Oh, yeah.
qualifier, and then wherever
Yeah.
you lived, they would pay for your bus the whole nine. They would house you, give you food for the week, whatever. It was dope. You compete.
Yeah, man.
You got the better end of that. When I
So-
played on the rugby team for the Empire Games, we get shit.
Are you a little younger than me then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little bit. Not
Because
too much.
they cut it off like my senior year.
Yeah.
Jay got it all. They had like a club night, right?
Yeah.
They had a club night, like gymnastic girls, like in this like little gymnasium dancing and shit. I never went, but I can imagine. I probably would have cleaned up. So Jay, how'd you do in high school? Were you a state champ or no?
I won the counties 3 times, 3-time Nassau County champ, and I was runner-up in the state twice. Which
Okay.
I
Damn.
think it was harder then because it was a true state championship.
Right. There was
Now
only
it's like-
one.
Yeah, now it's like
Small
3
school,
different,
big school,
I think,
yeah.
divisions. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's
we
bullshit.
used to, back then it was like, true state champ, one state champ. So, I took second my sophomore year and second my senior year.
Okay. And then you went.
Yeah.
Did you go to Nassau Community College?
I went to Nashville. I took third in the nationals that year, the high school nationals.
Oh, that's
and I
fucking.
went to
yeah.
right out of high school. I went to Iowa. My coach wanted me to get out of New York. Terry
Okay.
Hayes. He's like, man, kid, you got to go, brother. You only
Yeah.
gonna get be successful if you get out of here. I mean, it was a good on his. I know what he was thinking. Get me out of here so I could focus more. But for me, I'm a New York kid, and it was just kind of like a shell shock. I went straight to live in Iowa, like Fort Dodge, Iowa. It was Iowa Community College I went to, Iowa Central, actually.
Okay.
They were, grooming me to go up to Iowa University.
Right.
Hawkeyes or
Yep.
Or the other one of them.
Or Iowa State, the Cyclones.
Yeah, I just didn't. It wasn't my cup of tea, man. I couldn't wait to get out of there. I did one semester, and I was gone.
Yeah. I think that's where John Jones wrestled as well.
I'm like,
where?
John Jones wrestled at Iowa Central as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's where Covington wrestled as well.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
That's where they were.
Well,
roommates.
it was. Don't get me wrong. They had talent. Like the guy in the room that I was wrestling every day, his name was Ironside. He won the JUCO Nationals that year.
Yeah,
so they had some talent.
I think that's Iowa Central's what's the word? Reputation. They were always like a feeder college to like the bigger.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's all the good guys that don't have grades. They go there.
Yeah.
And then you went to Nassau Community College, which is another. Nassau Community College has fucking beasts.
Yeah. So I went back to Nassau and I did my thing. I took third one year. I won it the next year. Won the JUCO National, and then I went over to Hofstra.
Okay.
I wrestled there for a year. I was still fucking around, man.
Right.
And got caught up in some stuff, and then that's how I originally got into MMA.
Okay.
From there.
And you work with Keith Trimble, right?
Yep. Went over to Keith. Phil Baroni actually brought me over to Keith's gym.
How'd you meet Phil? Oh, he was at Nassau, no?
Yeah, Phil. We were, high school, college. We know each other through all that, through wrestling.
Yeah, that's what we were going to segue into. In the UFC back then. We were going to find out what point you met Phil Baroni in your timeline.
Yeah, high school, all through high school, I know him. He won the Nassau a couple of times. When you win the Nassau or Suffolk, you form a team. So we represented Nassau. If you win Suffolk County, you represent Suffolk. So I think Phil won it twice, I believe, as well. So we were on the same team a few times. And then we went to Nassau, same year, we were on the team there. And then we went to Hofstra together. So Phil was always doing MMA back then, too. So he would bring in the gloves to wrestling practice. And we would be bombing on each other.
What a maniac, right?
Maniac, yeah. He's been a maniac.
So, because we've had Phil on the show twice. I'm like, yo, Phil, you've been in street fights. Like, fill us in, dude. He's like, I don't know. And, like, I really think he doesn't really know. I think he doesn't recall the fights.
No, he does.
We have to, like, pry it out of him. And I don't think he's not telling the story because he doesn't want to tell a story. I truly believe he just doesn't remember.
It's possible. He's got hundreds of fights. He's probably got hundreds.
How many people have you two lumped up together?
How many what?
How many people have you and Phil lumped up together?
Oh, shit.
Especially at Hofstra, right?
Each other. Me and him try to lump each other up a few times.
Can I have that story right now?
Oh, no. I mean, me and Phil's a nutty guy, man. He's real emotional and, a few times we get into it.
Especially when he has a few drinks, no?
Huh?
Especially when he has a few drinks, right?
Not even no drink. He don't need a drink. He just, he's...
you look over him and smile. He's like, yo, what do you think right now?
Yeah,
you think you can take me? You're like, whoa, dude, what the fuck? I was just smiling like, yo, man, what's up? Nah, man.
You gotta love it, though.
You tested me, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many street fights would you say you've had growing up?
Or
how often would you have to either defend yourself or?
Well, before I started wrestling, I was a skinny kid and I would get picked on a little bit, and I remember, I didn't have any older brothers. All I have is older sisters, so there's no, nobody's coming to back me up.
Right.
And, I just remember when I started, before I got into boxing, I remember being tired of backing down pretty much.
Right.
Hello?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, I got to do something about it. And I'm going into high school, you know, I'm done. So that's why, you know, that was the decision I made to find a way to protect myself.
And you
know?
knew going into high school was about to, like, you know, increase tenfold.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, you know what, I'm done though. I'm you know, I remember my mind frame, like I'm done, you know, getting picked on, getting jumped, or getting punked. I'm done.
Right.
And the day I started wrestling, I think that was the last day, dude. I mean, I was like, it's over. And after that, I would never like turn down the street fight. I probably, instigated more. But
yeah. Go ahead. I dare you.
Plenty of those.
Plenty
of those. Even though, again, plenty of those. But being a professional fighter, you know, it went, you know, none, man.
Yeah.
None really. Maybe a couple. But you know, the last thing you want to do when you're a professional is,
right.
you know, you want to go on your couch and relax and watch TV, if you're not getting paid for it. Once you start getting paid for it, it's a different thing. You're
right.
like, you know what, I'm good.
Right.
I'd rather get a check for this.
My favorite thing is like, hey Jay, you're a professional, you know, fighter. Your hands, are they, you know, you got a license for your hands? I'm like, I've never received a fucking license that said my hands are lethal weapons. And I love, hey.
Yeah, there's just a different saying. I mean, people say your hands registered or your license. Yeah. If you're a licensed fighter, you're licensed.
Right.
I mean, this is how it is. If you get into a fight and we go to court, whoever's the licensed fighter is getting fucked.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. No, I like when people say, you know, if you get in a street fight, would you get in trouble? I'm like, would you? Like, duh.
Yeah.
Everybody gets in trouble.
Yeah.
Unless I kill you.
Yeah.
And then.
But it definitely mellowed me out. Becoming a fighter. You know?
Yeah. So since we're talking about street fights and shit like that, I like asking our guests, especially guests that I know have thrown down, what's your most memorable street fight? Like the reason why it happened. Maybe you're down the cards, and it's cool if you lied to me.
Yeah, hypothetical story.
A long time ago. Shit.
Give me the whole thing.
I don't know. I had so many. I don't know, man. Like,
you know who you sound like? You sound like Phil. You sound like Phil right now.
Man, I don't know. I had one like right after I started wrestling. I remember when I was a kid, since we went into why I started wrestling. Just when I knew, I was like, that's it. You know, one of the first ones I had. You know, a guy, you know, just picking on a skinny kid again. And I remember.
Not today.
I learned how to suplex. I did a duck under. Right behind him, duck under, right behind, suplex him right on his neck.
Now, I'm thinking this is in a high school hallway. I'm picturing it there.
Pretty much, yeah. Gym class. On the wood floors.
All right, so that floor is a little, very, very, very little forgiving.
Yeah.
So, I remember, everybody, you know, how everybody amps it up. But, that was like, you know, I mean, I remember that feeling like that's it, you know.
Now, back in the day,
you carry yourself a little different.
Yeah, back in the day, the repercussions were different. You suplex the skin on his head? What did he get knocked out? Did he bleed? That was it? What, did he just hurt his head?
He had a big speed knot on his head, I remember. I mean, you know, it was, you know, I don't remember anybody like, you know, the gym teachers wasn't really over there, so I remember it kind of being swept under the rug. But yeah, I probably would have got suspended or detention or something. But I don't remember the kid even, you know, saying something. I mean, because he, you know, instigated everything.
Right.
He was one of those kids.
Oh, so he was picking on you to make himself look bigger, pick up the chicks. And that was a mistake.
Yeah, that's never a good move. Yeah. Never a good move.
He got away with it. I think he did it before, but that was the last time.
But I mean, again, back in the day, people were different, right? Especially if I instigate something and you fucking snuff me out or dump me on my head, like, all right, like, I can't tell this guy. I deserve it. Nowadays, motherfuckers are like, yeah, you know, they get the Twitter fitters going, they're talking shit, and then when they get smacked in the mouth, they're like, and they want to fucking tell on people and press charges and shit.
Oh, well,
Man, listen, it's a different generation now, dude. I'm so happy with the way when I grew up, you know, it wasn't really, you know, the technology wasn't where it is today, and it was a lot more. You know, it's just very hard now with all this other. You know, it's a good thing and it's a bad. You know.
Yeah, because you would have got caught fucking around so many times on your ladies, right?
Jesus Christ. Man, I'm done. I retired in that game, bro.
Yeah.
There's many fucking ways to get bagged up or, you know, get jammed up. I'm good.
So I don't want to.
I'm very happy.
I don't want to step on any. I don't want to. You know, like your lady is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
How did you manage that one? Like,
what do you mean? I'm a good looking
no,
dude.
you are a stud. You are a stud. You are a stud.
I don't know, bro. You know.
Where'd you meet her? Hang on. Where'd you meet her?
She was actually a friend of my buddy's girlfriend, and we got introduced that way. And I don't know. I must have charmed her or something.
Right. Because Jay's fight name's the Thoroughbred.
Yeah.
She is a thoroughbred.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely is. That's for sure.
And what is she, a model, or what's her gig?
Yeah, she does some you know, some social media modeling stuff. And,
Okay.
You know, she makes decent money off that, but the game's changing on that too. But yeah, she's you know, she has a union job here in Vegas at the casino.
That's what's up.
So yeah, you know what I mean? She does well.
Nice. So yeah, man, I'm happy for you and everything because you've been with her for a minute now.
Yeah, man, she's going on 5-6 years actually.
Oh, yeah. That's wild.
I feel like you're stepping out some weird territory where it's like, hey, what are we doing here? You're like, ah.
Well, I mean, we're pretty much married. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I got her. You know, yeah. She got a ring.
All right.
So,
All right. Yeah, you're solid then. All right.
I'm off the market.
Got you.
I'm done.
Ladies,
Yeah.
Jay Hieron's off the market.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, man. You get a good one, you got to lock them down. You know, you need some loyalty in your life, right?
So let's go back a little bit, right?
Could, make you go up.
Yeah, let's go back a little bit. So, you know, you're wrestling, you crush it in college, and then you started getting to boxing after college, directly with Keith Trimble?
Yeah, directly with Keith Trimble. I was going down there, and, you know, I just started training with Keith and just getting good, getting better and better. And then I started going Henzo's in Manhattan. And Rodrigo Gracie actually had a gym in Lynbrook back then, so I was going there as well. You know, just trying to learn the different arts because, you know, jiu-jitsu is like totally the opposite of wrestling. If you're a straight wrestler coming in, you're taught your whole life not to go to your back, and now they're like, oh, you can fight off your back. You're fine on your back. So just learning, and I took my time to learn, and then, you know, I started my my fight career. I took a fight, and
when was your first fight?
No looking back. My first fight was on Ring of Combat, I think. Well, I fought with Keith. I had like 5 kickboxing fights and like 5 boxing fights.
Okay.
I was, you know, just, you know, MMA at that point wasn't where it is today.
Right.
You know, it was still coming up. So there was a lot more boxing and kickboxing back then. And like I did with jiu-jitsu tournaments, I was doing Naga, whatever I could do, man. I took it like a wrestle mentality. I was like, you know, anything I could do to get better, I'll wrestle. I'll do jiu-jitsu tournaments. I'll do amateur kickboxing, boxing fights. I just want to learn all the different arts so I get good. And that's what I did.
And then
I fought my first pro fight. I was with Lou Neglio, Ring of Combat.
How many fights before you got into the UFC after that?
I think my 5th fight was UFC. I fought George St. Pierre.
You fought the best of the best.
Yeah. I fought right off the bat. Boom. You know what happened was I trained with him at Henzo's once, and I felt like I was doing, you know, I took him down. And I felt he was super strong, he was super strong, but I was like, you know what? I was still green. So I was
Right.
thinking like, yo, I'm going to run through this guy. I could take him down whenever I want,
Right.
But I was still green, If I could go back, I would have fought 10 professional fights before I went to the UFC. But, again, you can't. Sometimes you get an opportunity that you don't want to turn down.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and
But,
back
I mean,
then,
I wouldn't change it either. That's what got me, I got to get better now. I got to get back on it and, sharpen my skills, and that's what I did.
oh yeah, and back then you had to jump at the opportunity to fight in the UFC because that was how you got in. The offer came, you jumped in. Like now, there's more of a path to get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was like a little club.
Yeah, exactly. Now they have the tough shows. They have the other show, there's the Fight Night
Contender.
show.
Yep.
It's the Contender show. They got, now there's so many other opportunities too now. You could go
Bellator.
fight for PFL and get in that tournament and win $1 million. You know what I mean?
Right.
Bellator, I mean, there's a lot of opportunity. Back then, all it was like UFC.
Yeah. So you went into the UFC, then you were out of the UFC, and then you went Bellator?
I went UFC, then I went
IFL.
where'd I go? I went to Hawaii. I fought. Then WEC, I think. Then I went to IFL and I fought for them a few years. That was great because they had us on salary, and it was
That's
it was
amazing.
it was a good situation. I think they had some medical insurance involved. I believe, I forget, but I just remember being on like monthly pay, and that just was like at the time it was like
Unheard
it
of.
was great,
Yeah.
man, because it was like living as a fighter,
Yep.
that you only live off your purse.
Yep.
And once that you get your purse, you got to pay out all your bills that you've been, waiting for your purse to pay, whether it be your mortgage and your trainers, and everybody get paid when you get paid.
Yeah.
So just having that stability of that monthly money coming in, I think it was like $3,000 a month. It just helped out a lot.
Yeah, man. What are your thoughts on like a organization doing that again?
That's great. I mean, for me, I was a part of it. It was great. It just gave you, stability.
Yeah, because I know.
And then when even with before the UFC did the Reebok deal, myself and I know a bunch of other guys were on monthly sponsors where, you would get paid a month,
Yep.
monthly from a sponsor, and you wear them when you fight, and you do your appearances or whatever you got to do, whatever your contract is. But now they kind of cornered that market with the Reebok. I don't know if anybody's doing really well off that. I mean, I know it goes by. I know there's a whole structure of how many fights you got or all that. I mean, I know some guys that were making more money on sponsors than their fight purse.
Right.
So
I heard Vitor was making like $1 million.
For what? Sponsors?
Yeah,
Sponsors.
I
I heard that.
yeah, I'm sure
Probably.
he was.
I remember Matt Mitrione said he was making a couple $100,000.
Damn.
And even
Yeah.
Brendan Schaub said
Sponsors are big.
Brendan Schaub said, I believe, he was making more from sponsors than he was for his pay.
Jeez.
And then when the
Yeah,
Reebok deal came in, they were all
sure.
like, "What the fuck?"
Damn.
Yeah.
Why your sponsorship wasn't money? Your sponsorship money wasn't like that.
I would maybe get like anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000,
Yeah. Like I remember.
and I had to chase it and wait for it to come. And
Yeah,
shit,
like that's what I was
Oh,
saying.
trust me, I've been through that, brother. Trust me.
Yeah.
I remember I talked to LaFleur about it, and that's what he said. He actually liked the Reebok deal in a sense, but it sucked that the pay was so low, but he liked the idea that he didn't have to chase the money.
Right.
Like the
yeah.
check was guaranteed,
Yeah. Yeah. 2 weeks after you fight, boom, it's in your bank account.
But they definitely need to up those numbers. But eventually, like this is the entry level big apparel deal for the UFC, so hopefully they up it with the next one. But are you still watching fights, Jay? Like, are you still paying close attention to a lot of the fights?
I just went to the UFC here that was in Vegas recently with Woodley and Yusuf
Right.
and Jones, and I'm still a fan, man. I still train with a bunch of guys at Extreme that have fights. They fight in the UFC. Brad Tavares, he was a training partner of mine when I was fighting, so I'm still involved. I still help out a little bit. I still love it,
Yeah.
I go back to New York. I train at Belmore. Gion's over there.
Yeah.
Babyface boxer, man. He's doing great.
He's crushing it, dude.
Polish, babyface Polish warrior.
So, quick question, right?
Keith's a great trainer.
Yeah, he's
go ahead.
great. Quick question. You went to UFC in Vegas. Did you have to pay for your tickets? Were they comped by the UFC?
Absolutely not. What are you talking about, bro?
They were comped by the UFC.
I don't get any tickets.
They
I
were
haven't
not
got
comped,
tickets
no.
from them in years, man. I don't get any tickets.
That sucks,
I
man.
don't, yo, they don't, you know, I don't care. I mean, you know, I know a lot of fighters.
Bro, you bled for them.
Yeah, I fought for them, yeah, and I don't, you know, I'm sure it might be, I don't know if it's the same for you, but I know a few guys that really don't get, you know.
Yo, hang on.
You know, or you got to put or you got to put a request in 3 months out for a ticket, you know what I mean?
Right.
Crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, but.
Now, hang on. I'm not saying, yo, Jay Hieron, you bled first, like, here's front row, but, like, let me get at least nosebleeds for free if that's what I want.
Well, even that's a conversation when we do get Dana on. Like, I want to ask him, but I don't want him like hang up the phone at the same time. Like, I want to say to him, like, why don't you guys have the money? Pay these guys a salary. You know, pay them 60. You have a roster of 500. Give them 60 grand a year.
Unfortunately, it's probably gonna be when there's a union, which I think one day will be. But again, unfortunately, it's not this era. But I think the way it is going, it one day will. It's it's so big. You know, it's like it's a straight sport now. There's a new sport. It's like football, baseball, soccer, basketball. Now it's MMA. It's a real sport now. It's incredible.
But, like the only chance that they have though is if they can unionize, and then they have to get like Conor McGregor has to join the union. You know what I mean? Like the top guy has to be like, I'm coming in for all of us. You know what I mean?
5% of guys, they would have to. Which. They take care of those guys, so they might not. But it might happen. I think again, it's not this era, but maybe the.
Well, even then, again, I don't want Dana to hate me, but if that's the only way it would happen too is if guys banded together and there was UFC 240 coming up or whatever number, and they just said, "Oh, it's Tuesday, we're not fucking fighting."
Mm-hmm.
So if you have weigh-ins planned on Friday, we're not fucking weighing in.
There's a fucking so many people that were like, I fight in bars. I'll fight. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be Connor, John. Like it's got to be names. If the names say it.
Yeah.
You know.
If I'm like, I'm done.
They'd be like, Dennis, you know what? You're fucking fired.
We were thinking about getting rid of you anyways, kid. Yeah. Next.
That's perfect. We have another kid, Bermudez. We'll put him on. You know.
So and then what got you? So you started dabbling in acting and stuntman while you were fighting. And obviously you started making more money with stuntman work than fighting. No, is that what you were saying before?
Well, yeah, just I made some big purses in my day. I'm not complaining about that. Nothing like the big top money, but I made some decent purses. Towards the end of my career, my contract was just funny, man. I just signed a shit contract. Just rolling the dice on myself. It didn't play out the way I wanted to. And I was just, on the business side of it, it just felt like, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to see what this other avenue I could go down. Just try it and see. A lot of guys, even fighters, come up and say, man, I respect you because you didn't come, you made it work, your, this other career. Again, I put as much energy into it as I did fighting.
Right.
A lot of doors have been closed, on me. A lot of ups and downs, but I keep going, just like fighting. So, God willing, it's
looking up your IMDb, Jay Hieron. You're working. You are working.
Working, man. It's a grind, bro.
Got a lot of credits.
Working.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a long list.
Yeah. It's but I put in the work again. I haven't been given anything, but I'm definitely grinding. I'm working. I'm auditioning and
well, even this is where you start a lot of the time, right? Like you're doing stunts in a lot of big Hollywood movies from the list right here. So this is where you start, and I'm sure eventually.
I do stunt work.
Now,
Jay, I'm fucking crazy, dude. I'll do a gainer off a fucking 40-foot cliff. I'm down. I can do a backflip.
They're gonna bring in a specialist for I've done a 60-foot ball, but if it's some really high stuff, they're gonna bring in a professional Olympic level high diver or a high level fall guy.
Jay, I'm doing 60 feet.
My professionalism is fight. And
Got you.
Of course, I get a lot of parts with fighting and bad guy shit. You know what I mean? My ugly mug is looks like a bad guy, so I get a lot of those stuff. Again, great, and I could fight, and I could do fight choreography, and I could
I could
swing
definitely
and not hit the actor. So
I could definitely see you being like the drug dealer or the drug dealer's henchman or something like that in a movie. Yeah, 100%.
Well, watch the fucking movies he's in, you idiot, because he's in them. He's already doing it. You don't have to see it. You can see it with your fucking eyes.
Brother, not to cut this short, bro, but I gotta
All
jump
good.
on the call right now.
Hey, we've had you for a minute.
Yeah, brother, I'll be back on another time.
Yeah, but let's
Thanks
talk
for having
street
me,
fights next time.
Yes, sir.
All right,
do
cool.
that.
Bet.
Later, buddy.
Thank you, dude. Peace.
Ooh, Jay Hieron just joined that exclusive list.
Hang on. We had him on for 41 minutes.
Was it that long?
Yeah.
No, but still, yeah, he joined. But he's even there. He joins that exclusive list. We didn't give him the.
Bro, after a half hour, if you're like, I gotta go.
But I know, you know what I mean. I'm just saying, you know
you.
what I mean. It's an exclusive list. Gregor, Ben Askren, and Jay Hieron. And we'll give that to Jay Hieron because he's. So that's what I was going to say, but I didn't. But who was a tougher fight, you think? The Jay Hieron, Ben Askren fight or the Robbie Lawler, Ben Askren fight?
Because
I think Jay Hieron gave him a tougher fight.
went the distance,
Went
right?
the distance with him and fucked him up a little bit, yeah. Robbie landed a few shots.
I feel like, Robbie was, or Ben Askren was more banged up in a shorter period of time.
Against Robbie.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you were to say that fight were to keep going for the distance.
But yeah, if the fight would have kept going, he might have got put to sleep, you know? That's where they were at that point. What was the other topic that we had to talk about? There's Connor. There's actually been a lot of fight bookings lately. I noticed Blonde Fighter has a fight. She's fighting Joanne Calderwood.
Okay.
You know that girl?
If I saw her, maybe?
The Scottish girl.
Oh, do they call her JoJo?
Yep.
Yes.
That girl.
Yes.
That should be a good one.
She fought in the same card as me, no?
Did she?
Did she just fight in the Brooklyn? Well, didn't just fight.
Yeah,
but she was
yeah,
on the Brooklyn card,
yep,
no?
Yep.
Did she win?
I think she armbarred the girl, or triangled the girl. Yeah, she surprised everybody and showed some jiu-jitsu. So I think it's 3 versus 7. Her versus Caitlin. So that should be a pretty good fight.
3 for 7. What's the odds?
No, number 3 ranked versus number 7. So this could have title implications.
Oh.
And even that they announced.
Caitlin's 3.
Yeah, and they announced that fight too. So pretty much Jessica I beat Caitlin and earned a title shot, and now she's going to fight Valentina. They just announced that.
So the winner of this could be fighting for a title.
Yeah.
It's so crazy because that weight class is so new that's just like the numbers don't really mean anything. It's just
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
So yeah, like the 3 versus 7, the winner of that could easily be the next title shot.
Right.
Because Caitlin just lost to Jessica. Like if Jessica I wins that fight.
Hang on, but that was a
Super close,
toss a coin decision.
That was like you kicked her one more time. That's
Right,
why
you win.
That's why you win this decision.
I'm gonna take a leak real quick, talk to Joe.
All right, sounds like
I'm done with you.
All right, you do that. Use the men's bathroom.
I always do.
Nah, you use the women's bathroom all the time. We get complaints actually.
You could try and text him a little bit.
Who am I trying to text?
Manny Bermudez.
Oh, Manny.
He got done training at 9.
Your cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's on a winning.
I think he's undefeated actually. You ever see this dude, Manny Bermudez?
Let's look him up.
He's a fucking beast. Way better than Dennis. Like this guy puts the Bermuda, this guy's putting the Bermudez name on the map.
The Bermudez Triangle.
Yeah, he's fucking good. What do we got? And he's from Boston, Massachusetts, so he's from up here. He's 14-0. He's got 11 wins by submission. And I think he just won a submission of the night. Yeah, he did. But he did miss weight. But that's tough. It looks like he was cut into 135.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it looks like he's a bantamweight. You're back already?
Yeah. I
That
didn't
was
wash my
quick.
hands.
Oh, you definitely... Oh.
Were they wet, Stan?
No, they were not wet.
I told you, I didn't wash my hands.
They were not
you're
wet.
saying, are they wet because I had pee on them?
Yeah.
Or if you actually washed your hands.
No.
What? Hang on. What guy actually pees and gets pee on their hands? Right? Like, when I pee and poop, the only time I wash my hands, usually, is if, like, I'm at, like, a high-end, like, you know, business spot where I don't want people judging me, or, like, is if I actually get pee or poop on my hands. At the end of the day, it's my fucking body.
Yeah. You're good with your own shit on your hands.
Hang on. Well, no. If I get poop on my hands, which is very rare,
If I get my own, yeah.
maybe once a year, maybe bi-yearly do I get poop on my hands. Usually, and if I do, it's because it was like fucking Hershey squirts. Like, I don't know what the,
People
it was
sitting-
outside my fucking, butt cheek, and I went
not
full
good. Come
hand.
on. People are like, yeah, I relate to you, Dennis. I get shit on my hand too.
Hang on.
sometimes."
Have you ever taken a poop and you know you took a poop and then you look and there's no poop in the toilet?
The phantom poop.
Yeah. What the fuck is up with that? And then sometimes on that same poop, you wipe your butt and you're like, really? Nothing? Has that ever happened to you? You take a poop.
That's happened. Yeah.
You see the poop. You wipe your butt and nothing is on the toilet paper.
That's happened. You spread your cheeks properly is what that is.
That's the colon health. That's great colon health.
Like, what the fuck?
Wait, did you just go take a shit? Is that what you're trying to
Well,
say?
hang on.
Is that
No,
what-
we're going to reasons why poop might be on your hand.
Yeah.
When I wipe my butt and there's nothing on the toilet paper, I'm wiping 2 more times after. Like, hang on.
100%.
Maybe there's some faulty action going on
There's
here.
there's at least 2 more after the first one.
Yeah.
No,
I
mean,
can
I-
never be like, well,
I hope I'm not alone in this. Even when I wipe and I'm done, when I wipe and I see nothing left, I still wipe. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more.
One thing that's amazing about having kids, right? Let's say you wipe and you get that, nothing. You take a real wipe and you give yourself a cleansing wipe.
Well, now, one thing that just popped in my head, because we
Okay.
always like to talk about men and women and all that type of shit. So, like, when you have a woman in your house, doesn't they use a lot of toilet paper?
How would I know?
You don't pay attention to that?
In terms of the roll getting
Yeah, I feel like
yeah.
I feel like women use so much more toilet paper than men.
I wonder why, Stan.
I don't know. Why?
They have to wipe their vaginas
I know, but like,
after they pee, right? Is that real? That's real, right?
I think so, but
They gotta dab it,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like we shake, they dab. Is that how that works?
I believe they wipe their urethra, but we're not going to get into that.
Well, no, if that's what they do, you got to talk about it. But I'm just saying, like, they use more toilet paper. I don't know if they're using the whole roll to wipe their vagina after they pee, or if they just like do the same thing. Like, do they wipe? Fuck, weird conversation. After they take a shit, like I'm wiping twice.
We
to make
should
sure
call
I'm
a girl.
Nah,
What do you mean, no?
nah.
We should call Carla back.
And be like, Carla, can
Yeah.
we? No. No.
What do you mean, no?
Carla, can we? Real quick, me and Dennis will have a conversation about your bowel
Dude,
movements.
what do you
Your
mean,
toilet paper
no?
usage.
What do you mean, no? We call her back right now.
You might as well. You got to get a girl with a fat ass then, who takes big shits. Is what I would think.
What? The size of your tush
It was
does
a
not.
It was a joke. It was a joke. But if you want to call Carla back to ask her shit, I would advise not to. But it's up to you.
Is anybody in the chat saying anything about like? Yes, call Carla.
No.
Are we getting any kind of reads? Like, Dennis, you're fucking onto something.
No.
Or
But someone wrote that they fought alongside you. New York top team in Virginia.
New York
They think it was your first fight.
in Virginia. Yeah, maybe.
Section 9 alumni.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name?
Cut Productions.
Yeah.
You know this gentleman?
Yeah. I think like my cornered him because he didn't have anybody there.
Oh, one of those.
And we've been kind of like he's been, let's just try this, my dude Manny.
I was going to say.
I'm gonna just fucking try him. He is. I mean, I don't know. One of my first questions is,
Hello?
hi. Dennis Bermudez here. You're on Menace and the Man. You're joined by me and Stan the Man. Say what's up, Stan.
What's going on, Manny Bermudez? Welcome to the show.
Manny, my first question, because it's been eating my heart. What ethnicity are you?
So I'm half Puerto Rican and half Salvadorian. My mom's from Puerto Rico, my dad's from El Salvador, but I was born in Boston.
Right, so you are Puerto Rican.
So who's Bermudez, the dad?
Yeah, my dad's from El Salvador, so the last name is Salvadorian.
Because we're just trying to find out if you and Dennis are related.
Well, that contrasts because my dad is the Puerto Rican one, and his last name is Bermudez, and he's Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? Like,
what if your dad has some El Salvadorian?
Well, now the thing is, if you're a Bermudez and you're a boy, you're a stud. Because I've had fans hit me up from like Thailand, and their last names were Bermudez. I was like, what? And the Philippines. I'm like, how the fuck? Why is your last name Bermudez? You're fucking Filipino.
Dude, I got so many people after my last fight, like DMing me, being like, "Yeah, we have the same last name, but they're all from like there was one from like Colombia, there was one from Mexico,
right?
I think there was one other one that was from Puerto Rico, but then like we can't be related because my dad's from El Salvador."
Right?
So.
Is Bermudez like the Latino Smith of Caucasians?
It must be, dude. It must be. But there's only 2 Bermudez in the UFC now.
Yeah. Well, one now. I retired. I'm done.
Yeah,
I saw you came in. I was like, you know what? I'll let him take over. You're undefeated right now, right?
What's that?
You're undefeated right now.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, you got a great chest.
Chest?
Yeah, you got. He's jacked up.
He's a jack bantamweight.
Bro.
No, hang on. He just put up a post. I mean, it's not like it's just he's aesthetically jacked. It's not like he looks like a bodybuilder at all.
Yeah.
He's actually the opposite of me. He's a little taller, a little longer.
Long and lean, yeah.
Yeah. Where I'm a little fucking jacked midget.
And you're a wrestler. He's a jiu-jitsu guy.
Right. Hang on. So
Badass
he put up a post today of him hitting the Bermudez Triangle. And I commented on it. I was like, man, I've always, since I've been in MMA, it's been a joke with, within the gym. Like, dude, if you ever hit a triangle, it'll be the Bermudez Triangle. I'm like, I know. But I got these little legs. It's just tough to get them around, ones. But when I drill it and I get around people's arm and neck, it's tight as a motherfucker.
Yeah, you can't get out.
Yeah.
Dude, hey, it's funny. So, by the way, congratulations on your career and all that.
Thank you.
I was over there for the Brooklyn fight. When you fought, I think it was T. Edwards. I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah.
But so in this side I was back, a couple rows, but I was watching with my buddy, and that was actually the first thing I noticed. Like, you walked in the cage, and I was like, "Holy fuck, Bermudez has like the biggest legs ever, and I have like the skinniest legs ever." And I was telling him we're the complete opposite.
Yeah.
And that's why when you commented,
you're the yin to my yang.
we complete each other.
Yeah.
The Bermudez bros.
Yeah. I've been telling people we're cousins.
They believe
it. Do you want to just run with that for the rest of our existence?
Yeah, let's go.
All right,
go
cool.
for it.
Now, as soon as you lose, I'm like, I don't fucking know that guy.
Fuck that
No,
guy.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding. That was a complete joke. That was a real joke. I know.
The better Bermudez. It's funny too, because when I was like, when I would play my friends in the UFC game, like we would all just like make little characters and stuff, and then whenever I'd make a character, I guess you can like have them say your last name in the game. So I would always use your last name to like, so like the commentator would be like, oh, like Bermudez just hit like a jab.
Wow.
It would work out for me.
Well, I mean, because it's your last name too, dude. I remember I was on Facebook, and I saw this smoking hot girl. I think she's from like New Jersey, and her last name was Bermudez, and it's been in my head for a very long time, to DM her, like, dude, let's just get married.
You don't even gotta change your name.
Yeah, you don't have to change your name. Like, you'll have like a lot of honor and respect in your name,
Would that be weird though? For her?
No, not at all.
Why would it be weird?
Which he
I don't know. You
hyphenated.
just have the same last name. Like you might be related
Right,
or something.
Right.
Like some long lost cousin.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, but when you're like
Oh.
ninth cousins, like, is that incest?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think related, but I would have to look into
Well,
this.
hang on. All right, Stan, you fucking piece of shit. If you go back further enough, like,
Whoa.
me and you're related.
Why are you getting defensive? Because you're trying to marry like your seventh cousin. You know?
So hey, would you ever change your last name to get married?
Would I ever change my last name?
Yeah.
Hang on. Actually, so the girl I've been seeing forever, her last name's Wargo. And, like, one of my pickup lines to talk to her, I'm like, yo, if we ever get married, like, I'm going to take your last name because Wargo is kind of cool. And
Yeah,
she's like,
yeah.
sometimes will bring it up. I'm like, I was completely joking. No chance am I changing my last name to Wargo. Yo,
Wargo, yeah.
my dad would probably
Smack the
disown
shit
me.
out of you. Smack the shit out of you.
Well, hang on. When you see a dude change his last name to a female's last name, I'm like, yo, you're a bitch.
Or even not.
Nah, you're like, yo, that guy's so empowered.
Yeah, you would hyphen your last name. You'd be
No chance.
Dennis Bermudez Wargo.
No chance. If we had offspring, maybe I would make their middle name her last name.
Dude, that word shows offspring.
Yeah. Switch it up on them.
Oh yeah. You texted me earlier, and so I was like, yeah, I'll be around after 9, and you said shake and bake, and I didn't know what context to take that in. I didn't understand what that meant.
You never saw a fucking that sat deep with Stan here. You never saw Talladega Nights?
No.
No!
No.
How old
dude.
are you, Manny?
I'm 24, but I never watch movies or TV really.
Yeah, he didn't get the reference.
Manny.
Dude, the only TV I watch is like cooking shows and stuff like that.
Dude, can you fucking take some... Because you're only 24, so now my mind is, like, going crazy. Because when I was 24, shit was... Man, like... So, where are you picking chicks up at?
Where am I picking chicks up at?
Well, first thing, Manny, are you single? Are you single?
Are you single?
Yeah. I'm single. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
like...
I don't know. I just kind of walk around and I'm like, well.
Hey, there's girls in Carvel.
What's that?
There's girls in Carvel. It's going there.
Yeah. and then like the bad thing is like I'm living, like, I just got signed to the UFC. It's not like I'm like rich or nothing like that.
Yeah, me
So
neither.
So I have like the same exact like clothes, except like now a couple of shirts say UFC on it. I used to always like walk around in sweatpants. I still walk around in sweatpants. So then like sometimes I'll get invited somewhere cool, like like a little like party or club or something like that. So then I'll go through, and I'm still wearing my shitty clothes, and then people just like they just walk away. And I'm just like, oh well, I'm important, I swear.
And
Yeah, dude, it's tough because I remember when I first got in the UFC, and I've said this before, like, I remember going up to the girl, like, hey, I'm in the UFC. She's like, what's that? I was like,
Abort
she
mission.
said, so. She's like, so? I'm like,
Well, it's different because I know this kid that he played football for some big school down in like Florida. I think it was Miami, right? And so then like I would see him go up to people and just be like, "Yeah, I played football for Miami," and then like
you're watching their pants drop. You're like, what the fuck?
and I'm like, isn't that just like a college? Like that's not even like NFL, and so in my head, I'm like, I'm getting beat up by like undefeated dudes and guys that were just born to fight each other and stuff like that.
So a
So you're
solid
playing
move. Hear me out, Manny. So a solid move, right? You got your boys, whatever. Let's say they see you talking to a chick. You predetermine that, yo, if you see me kicking with this girl, you come over and ask me for a picture. Like, oh my God, Manny Bermudez, dude, you're like the sickest fighter ever. Like, and do that. That's one move. Or have your buddy come over and be like, oh my God, like, I can't believe Manny's talking to you, and like you kind of smile, whatever. She's like, "What do you mean?" Like, you don't know who this is. Manny Bermudez. He's in the UFC. Like, this dude's a legend. And you have, because when you pump up your own self, you're arrogant, you're fucking cocky, whatever. But if you have your boy come over and like fucking smoke your dick, so you actually get your dick smoked, that's some team play right there, my friend.
Yeah, dude, they're gonna be so mad because they're not in the UFC, so I can't pump them up like that.
That's a wingman.
Yeah,
that's a wingman.
Hang on. But the thing is, right? The girl you're trying to get with, right? If he comes and sells her on you, I'm assuming she has like good-looking friends. Okay. So it's a win-win right there. And like, yo, if your friend's not trying to help you out, fuck him. Get different friends.
Yeah, get a new friend. He's a shitty wingman.
True.
And I mean, you shoot the shit with this, and you make it like fun while you're pre-gaming, right? You get ready to go out, like, yo, if you see me, like, I'll like have hand signals, you know, like a piece, if like, yo, yeah, like, yo, a peace sign if like come over and do this line, like a thumbs up, you know.
So this is an operation. You've had this down for some time now. It feels like.
I've been in the UFC for 7 years, dude.
All right. So you know
now,
the ins and outs
the success rate. Well, the thing is, I've always been in a relationship, though, for the most part, since I've been in the UFC. So I haven't really got to use it that much. So I'm trying to live through you a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, you're my mentor.
Yeah.
Big bro.
Dude, hang on.
You're big bro.
You have to come to Long Island. All right, let's make a deal right now. You come to Long Island.
That's what I was going to ask too. Manny, you're still in Boston?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
so you're not
4
far.
hours away in Boston.
You're not far at all from us. When are you coming?
Yeah, I will give you a weekend. I will come to Boston, and me and Stan will come hang out for a weekend. And if you come to Long Island and hang out with us for a weekend, we could fucking put training in the whole 9.
That's an easy yes. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're gonna set up training, all that. We'll videotape it. We'll make a little vlog, the Bermudez brothers.
Now, I mean, in my head, I want it to be more around.
How old are your brothers? What's your youngest brother?
My youngest brother is turning 30 in May.
Oh, so he's your littlest brother,
Yeah.
Manny. Manny, do you have any other siblings?
Well, he's my cousin, dude.
Yeah.
Idiot.
I got a little brother. He's 20.
You might be adopting the Bermudez brothers. You might have 2 new brothers. They might not want to be cousins. They might want to be part of the family.
Stan, maybe, like, no offense, but maybe it should be only Bermudez's. We should just get all the Bermudez's that we know together and then just, like, roll out as a team.
Well, why don't you build a Clash of Clans team out of Bermudez's?
Wow. You play Clash of Clans, dude? Clash Royale?
No, I don't.
Do you play any video games?
Not really. All I do is, like, train and then, like, eat and then look for places to eat.
Eat, sleep, train is the Bermudez lifestyle right now?
But it's not even like that. It's more like I'm more interested in food than anything else. I feel like.
Do you have a sweet tooth?
Oh yeah.
What'd I buy?
Like really bad, really bad.
Wow. Now, all right, we'll ask a little. Oh, I ate them all. Yeah. I ate them all.
Yeah,
I bought these extreme airheads bites.
What's that?
I bought these extreme airhead bites, and I was passing them around, and I had a few, and I probably there's 6 servings in the bag. I probably had 2 servings. I just lifted up the bag to look at the label. Stan, the man, ate the rest of the bag.
I had 4 servings, Manny. I had 4 servings.
Hey, going back to the Bermudez thing, I completely forgot, right? So, like on Instagram, I'm just Manny Bermudez, right? I followed this kid a while ago. His name on Instagram was Manny Bermudez too, right?
Right.
He was from Arizona, and so I fought in Arizona. So he hits me up and he's like, "Hey, like when he saw my fight, I got because I was on the Anaheim card, like I switched over to Phoenix."
Yep.
And then he hits me up and he's like, "Hey, I'll be there for your fight. I'm from Arizona." And I was like, "Oh, how funny it would be if we like saw each other and like took a picture or whatever." And next thing I know, we end up going out with them after the fight.
Yeah.
Like, it was Manny Bermudez and then Manny Bermudez too going out through Scottsdale, Arizona, just like hanging out. And it was the funniest thing ever.
Did he fucking hook it up or what? Or was it like lame?
No, he was pretty easy that time.
Now, now hang on. So you probably got organic. Like, are you kidding me? This is Manny Bermudez right here. When it's organic, then you really get some chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, so you know the whole sweatpants thing, right? I didn't pack any jeans, so I just like ended up just, we tried to get to a club or whatever, and they said, "No, you can't come in here because you don't have the right pants." And then Manny Bermudez too was like, "This is Manny Bermudez," and I was like, "Yeah." And then the bouncer was like, "Okay." So then he just like told us to just go away, basically. So we.
That's happened to me before.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time. So, so then we end up at some midget bar, I guess.
What's happened to you before they kicked you out because of sweatpants? Or
well, no, I was actually in Atlantic City for a Ring of Combat event, and I had jeans on and I had boots on, but they kind of look like work boots, and I was trying to get in. The guy was like, "You can't wear those in." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" And I was drunk. I was like, "You know who the fuck I am?" He's like, "I don't care." I'm like, "These are designer boots. These are Doc Martens." And I had to like fucking tuck my tail and like walk away because I wasn't getting in. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I went back with Ryan Flair and like I think we got in.
Oh, he's an AC legend.
But it was like shot by then.
Yeah.
Damn. No wonder they let me in. There's nobody in here.
Yeah. So Manny,
it was just completely empty.
Any word from the UFC now on your next fight?
No. I wanted to fight Sean O'Malley, but I think they like him too much, so I think I'm on the back burner.
Yeah, I don't think they want to. I think that they kill two big prospects right there if they put you and O'Malley against each other.
Well, hang on. I fucking Manny's my dude over Sean O'Malley, but like. Sean O'Malley, he's probably getting paid way more than Manny, and he has way more followers. Like, what do you mean? They're trying to protect Sean.
Oh, 100%. But that's what I'm saying. Like, even Manny, if Manny gets to, he's 14-0 right now. That's a thing. If he gets to 17-0, he's a title contender. Even 15, 16, he's And O'Malley, if they give O'Malley a killer like Manny right now, and he loses, then his stock drops. He's Sage Northcutt then.
Yeah, I don't care about him. Hang on, Manny.
I get it. You're looking out for blood, but
Yeah, I am. Manny, do you talk shit at all? Is it in you to do that?
So it sucks because like I talk so much shit to like my friends and my training partners, and I'm like good at it, Like,
yeah.
But then when I see these people like in person and stuff like that, people I don't know, like. My automatic thing was try to become friends with them, and then like if we like train together or whatever, that's when my shit talk usually starts.
Right.
So, but naturally when I see people, I'm kind of more like, "Oh, hey, dude, how you doing?" So
it's not organic for you to like just start fucking making fun of somebody and starting beef off of nothing.
It's all in my head. I just don't say it,
Hang on. So you do have some.
Thing.
You do have some shit.
Yeah, but I just don't like saying it.
For me personally, is like sometimes I would have something to say on somebody, but like when you put it out in the internet, now it adds pressure if you don't meet what you said. Like, yo, this dude fucking sucks. Like, he can't strike, and then you get fucking jabbed and you get dropped, and the internet attacks you later on. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
So, the last kid I fought was an alpha male kid, Benito Lopez.
Yep.
And I'd called him out a long time ago, and then didn't hear anything about him. And then one day he like tagged me with like J. Cole lyrics or something like that, like on Twitter. And I never really used Twitter or nothing like that, but he was like hitting me with like like you're scared to fight me, blah blah blah, sign the contract. And at first I was like, oh yeah, I'll fight you. But that was in California, and that's where they have the weight restriction, where you can't rehydrate more than a certain amount.
Oh, okay.
And so I cut a lot of weight, and so I was like, yeah, like let's just do it somewhere else, like because I didn't want to have to fight at 45.
Right, because you're pretty big. How tall are you?
Yeah.
You're taller than
I'm
me.
5'10".
Yeah.
Ooh, 5'10",
So,
135.
And he's wide. He's probably wider than me. He's got broad shoulders. He has smallest
Yeah,
legs.
So now, Manny,
you have huge legs, dude.
if I look at your record, I've seen you fought at lightweight. I've seen you had a couple bouts at featherweight. I've seen you missed weight in your last fight. Is 135 a really tough cut, or that won't be a problem going forward in the future?
It's a tough cut, but the main thing is that we try to cut it close. You know, I mean, I'm sure you guys know it's like you want to get every advantage you can get, and if two guys are fighting and they're the same skill level, I feel like the bigger, stronger one wins.
Yeah.
So, we try to play it to that, but I've fought at 55 once, but that was like the guy wasn't great, and also it was one of those things where me and the guy locked up, and I was like, oh, so this is what 55ers feel like, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean 35. It's a tough cut, but I could make it.
Yeah. So in terms of getting every advantage in a fight, I'm with you, dude. What are your thoughts on shaving your entire body?
Well, I mean, when we saw I was so far out, and I was like having trouble with the cut last time, my team like comes up with a pair of clippers, and they go, "All right, Manny, like you know what you got to do." And
because you're hairy. I mean, being Latin, you're a little hairy.
Yeah. I mean,
Stan's hairier than me, though. For the record.
What are you saying, Stan? How hairy are you?
I keep it grizzly.
I said Stan is much hairier than me, for the record, naturally.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So when I was cutting, though, like, I was like, I was not in the best state, and then, they just handed me a razor and some clippers, and I was just like, man, this is not the right, this is not the state I should be in to be doing this. And I had never, like shaved my legs and nothing like that, and I have, like, hairy legs, and I was just like, I'm just gonna, like, shave, like, my upper thigh and just see, like, how this comes out. And then I just shaved one patch, and I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. But then I look at both my legs, and I'm like, dude, so I have this tiny ass like cut out patch on my upper thigh, so I just need to at least even this out. And then next thing I know, it's downward descent into both of my legs are like shaved from the knees up, and it just looked weird. And I was just like, wow, this is terrible.
Well, so in wrestling, I started shaving my legs because I saw like other guys doing it. Like, one, you look more ripped and like more defined. And then two, if I'm fucking sweating and you grab my leg and there's hair on it versus if I'm sweating and you grab my leg and it's shaved, like
slippery as fuck.
Yeah, you're slippery as fuck. Like I shave my legs and arms and body before every fight.
You do?
Well, one, because I want him to look across and be like, oh, damn, this dude's kind of ripped. He's fucking pretty jacked. And getting his head that way. And then two, we're going to be sweating fucking 1.5 minutes into the fight. If you shoot, you're not hanging on to my leg. I'm fucking out of there. Or if you're trying to break my ankle, like I'm slipping that shit out of there.
Yeah, that's a good point, too.
Thank you.
That was the first time that I ever, shaved my leg like that. And so to this day, I'll put my hand down on my thigh or something like that when I'm just chilling and training. And I'm like, ew, like, this feels so weird. This is not a man's leg right here.
Nah, he's got to believe, dude.
Yeah. But I mean, I do have, I trained with a couple guys that were in the UFC and all that, and they would all do the same thing. They would shave their arms, shave their legs, and they would say...
Yeah, I shave my pubes, too.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
Does that help you in the fight?
Helps me in the bedroom.
And
that's kind of a fight, no?
Aerodynamic.
Yeah.
That's a fight in itself. Yeah, 100%.
Full body shave.
Yeah.
What's that?
Full body shave over here.
Don't let the beard fool you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just keep the facial hair.
Yeah. I keep a full beard, but head to toe, hairless, head to toe.
Clippers or scissors, though?
Yeah.
No scissors, dude. I don't trust myself.
So
scissors, that feels dangerous, though.
Yeah.
So Manny Bermudez, the Bermuda. What is it? The Bermudez Triangle.
Hopefully my brother's not dead.
All right, so Manny, let's get you back on the show once you book your next fight. We definitely enjoyed talking to you. I always like talking to Dennis's brothers, or his family members. cousins, the whole nine. So
Yeah.
we're a fan here at Menace and the Man. So let's get you back on when you book your next fight. Let's shoot some more shit. And Dennis, you had an established career. You've been in the UFC a long time. Manny's the perfect guy you can give some advice to. What can he do in his career?
I think he's crushing it. One thing I would look back on my career and do differently, and especially talking to you, like, are we the same person? Is like food is a big thing, and it's very tough because it's important to live your life and enjoy life and not hate every second of it, because you'll have a very short career if you're dieting fucking 24/7. I think it's, I think you fight, you take a month, maybe a week. In a week, eat everything you fucking want to eat. 2 weeks out, trim it up. 3 weeks out, try to fucking, try and get back to, I think a good solid 1 week of everything, like dessert after everything. Fuck it.
Yeah. You got to be good mentally.
Yeah, like enjoy, I guess. Like I would say get it out of your system. And then before I would book a fight, I would like, this is my last meal of eating whatever I want to eat, and then 2 months of
hell.
All right, Manny Bermudez, ladies and gentlemen. Let our followers know how they can find you, Manny.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I was saying let our followers know how they can find you. Social media, Instagram, what's your handle?
Oh, yeah. So my Instagram is just Manny Bermudez, and then my Twitter is _Manny Bermudez. I think, you see, this is how good I am at plugging my social media, but one more thing I wanted to ask you, Dennis. You had a cooking show, right?
Yeah, Cooking with the Menace.
Cooking with the Menace. How do I get one of those? I want a cooking show.
Well, when are you coming to Long Island? We're going to do an episode of Cooking with the Menace and an in-studio episode of Menace and the Man whenever you want to come. We got training for you. We got a lot of good bantamweights, featherweights you could train with. You could try to beat up your big brother Dennis a little bit.
Oh, dude, I will try to beat Dennis up. I'll shave my legs for that.
No, don't. Because I'm going to shoot. I'm shooting.
Yeah, man. And we got to look at it like East Coast versus the world. I won't hold it against you that you're from Boston, even though I'm a Yankee fan.
Most Puerto Ricans a lot of Puerto Ricans live in Boston.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Irish, predominantly.
I mean, Puerto Ricans and Irish people, right?
Yeah, it's Puerto Ricans, Italians, Irish people, basically.
All right, Manny Bermudez, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk to you soon, Manny. Definitely keep in touch.
All right, thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
I'm going to miss you, dude.
Hey, miss you too, man.
I like that. That was organic.
And if we don't,
was,
and we're gonna try to get in touch,
real.
like I said, when you book your next fight. But if not, I'm sure you and Dennis see each other around the holidays. You guys get together this year. Let's unite the Bermudez clan, man.
Stan, you're invited to the family dinner, Stan.
Oh yeah, I'm always invited. I'll just crash.
No, he fucking invites himself to shit. You weren't invited until he just invited you. I'm always invited? No, he just invited you.
Yeah, don't worry, Manny. I just show up to places, so I'll be there.
All right, well, I'll see you guys in the next family dinner then.
All right, shake and bake.
Shake and bake, baby.
Take it easy, Manny.
Fucking hang up on his ass.
All right, so yeah, Dennis, we're gonna have a fucking poppin' family Christmas this year. Thanksgiving. What do you do usually? Do you go see?
So what I do the weekend before Thanksgiving is I go upstate because as everyone gets older, everybody goes and has different families, significant others. So we designate the weekend before Thanksgiving so everyone can be there.
So where Long Island, where we are right now, might be like a 3.5 hour drive for Manny. Upstate might be like 2:45 or something, 2.5 from Boston.
Maybe.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get. Oh, I'm gonna set it up. You guys are gonna get together this holiday season, this upcoming holiday season.
Okay, Stan.
Maybe have a summer barbecue and whatnot.
More of a summer barbecue.
Yeah.
We'll have some Coronas.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll roast a pig.
All right. What else do we need to do? We'll do a couple fight picks and then get the fuck out of here.
All right.
You know this gentleman, I know. You fought Jordan Ronaldo once, right?
Oh, yeah, Jordan Ronaldo. I was thinking of him on the way here, and I was like, man, we should get him on the show.
So he's on the undercard. So Mike Grundy versus Nad Narmini. We don't know either one of them. But let's go for a name. Who would you go for?
I'm going to go with Nad Narmini because he has a picture.
I'm going to go Grundy because I like the way he's looking.
Okay.
He looks like he's dark. Priscilla Koshera versus Molly McCann.
I'm going Priscilla because she's a little easier on the eyes.
I was gonna say the better looking one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny Henry versus Dan Ige.
Dan Ige is our guy from. That's
Ali's guy.
Ali's guy. Yeah, I'm going with him.
Okay, we'll go with Dan Ige as well. I don't really know Danny Henry. Tom Breeze versus Ian Heinsick. Heinsick.
Yeah, Heinsick looks like he will get drunk at a bar and fuck you up.
I'm gonna go Tom Breeze. I think Tom Breeze is gonna connect with that right hand. Nigole. Can you pronounce that?
Nope.
Negum Mrenu versus Saparbek Safarov. Safarov.
It's like they put it in there just to mess with you, Stan.
Yeah, like they threw that one in. Like,
Yeah.
all right, let's fucking get this drunk idiot to.
I'm going with the name that's the hardest to say.
Ooh, yeah. So
Which one is that, Menace?
I don't know. I would go with this one.
The one that has a picture.
Oh, the one that has a pitch. You think that's harder?
Safarov.
I think Negurenu is harder. But all right, Mark Jacasey versus Joe Duffy.
Jacasey all day.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Joe Duffy. Joe Duffy has a win over Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
And I know he lost to Poirier. I forget who else he lost to, but I think that's it. So Jordan Rinaldi versus Arnold Allen. Where'd you fight? You fought Rinaldi in PA, right?
Yep.
Back in the day.
Arnold Allen. Ah, man.
Arnold Allen's a beast too, though.
He is.
I'm gonna go Arnold Allen on that.
Me too.
Now let's go main card. Jack Marshman, Josh Phillips.
Jack Marshman.
I'll go Marshman as
I
well.
like his hair.
Danny Roberts versus Claudio Silva.
Danny Roberts. He trains at Hard Knocks 365.
Does he? You ever train with him?
Negative.
Right.
Hot Chocolate is his fight name.
Oh, that's Hot Chocolate? Yeah, I've heard of him. I'll go with Danny Roberts as well. Nathaniel Wood versus Jose Quiones.
Quiones was on the first Latin American Ultimate Fighter, and I think Nathaniel Wood's haircut sucks, so I'm going Jose.
Don't you have the same fucking haircut?
What do you call? No, his part is way, way far over.
His part is like an inch different. Yeah, you got the same haircut, bro. You're like, did you?
No chance,
All right,
dude. You're gonna look at his hair, and then you're gonna look at my shit, and you're gonna say, "Oh, they're comparable."
I'm gonna go Quiones because I like the mustache.
Yeah, he's got a solid mustache.
Menace and the Man Friend versus one of your boys.
Fuck.
Dominic Reyes, past guest versus Volkan Ozdemir, who I know is a hard knock 365 guy.
Yikes.
And now, undefeated, former title challenger. This is a big fight in light heavyweight.
Was Vulcan undefeated prior to the title challenge?
No, I think he had one loss.
Man. For show's sake, I'm going Dominic Reyes. Just because he's come on the show.
I think he's undefeated, so it's like nobody's figured him out yet. And I haven't seen a fight where it's been remotely, he's been smoking people.
Yeah, he hasn't had any diversity yet.
Adversity. Is that the word you were looking for?
Adversity or diversity?
Adversity. Yeah.
Diversity is, things that are different. Adversity is something that's a challenge.
Got you.
All right.
You learn something new every day.
I'm going Dom Reyes. You going Dom Reyes? Leon Edwards, Gunnar Nelson. I'm gonna go Gunnar Nelson as well. I think he's due for a win, big win. Masvidal, Darren Till.
Hang on, but Leon, if the fight's on the feet, Leon wins, I think.
Yes and no. Gunnar's tough.
For sure.
Masvidal, Darren Till. Quick, I gotta take a piss.
Masvidal.
I'm gonna go Masvidal as well. So, Dennis, hit him with your send off.
Well, see you later.